What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode on the Bloons Cast. I'm your host, Curly Fries, and I'm here joined by my two co-hosts, Doggo Dutchman and Rock My Zombie. Say what is up, boys.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another of your favorite podcasts.
Boys.
And
yeah, are we restricted to only boys at this podcast?
I mean, Curly said, "What is up, boys?" So I figured, you know.
But the reason I had to switch it up is because we have an extremely special guest, Phenomix. Say what is up, man.
Yo, how's it going, everyone? First of all, I appreciate being called an extremely special guest. I don't know, boy, how important.
You're the best guest we've had on this podcast.
Wow, starting
we kind of just like dislike every single other guest, you know.
Yeah, every other guest has been absolute trash, but.
Oh yeah,
you're the first guest.
We're just waiting.
We might spare you, honestly.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Yeah, but
what's up?
Oh, my bad. I was just gonna say, I hope you guys are all doing well. I mean, I really appreciate getting invited on. It's cool to do something like this because there's just not much of this in the community or anything. So I'm really excited to get the chance to kind of talk to you guys and just have a real conversation about BTD5 or just anything in general, really, with the channel, all this stuff, you know.
Yeah,
looking forward to it.
That's the beautiful part, you know, and we should start it off on a banger. Who are you? First off, how would you describe yourself to someone who has never even known you before? Who are you?
Ooh, that's actually really, that's a tough question to say.
A very deep philosophical question. Who are you?
Like, as a
Tell us
person
about how awesome you are.
Anything. You can, like,
I don't know. I mean,
maybe more your channel, but, you know, anything.
Yeah,
really, you know? You got the floor, man.
Well, I was gonna say, especially just keeping it, you know, sort of a balance between the two. Like, as far as what inspired me to start making BTD5 videos, or even just like to start the channel and stuff, was because when I was young, I did grow up with a lot of tower defense games, particularly, you know, Bloons Tower Defense. I mean, I remember like when the 5th game came out. I was a real young kid, but it was like a whole different world was open to me because I was used to kind of playing like the earlier games and a lot of other tower defense games that weren't as good on Flash. And then all of a sudden you had this thing where you had a whole, like, I'm trying to describe, like a whole hub world on a game that, you know, you're saving all your progress and you're spending like genuinely, you know, a few weeks or even longer to fully master the game, as opposed to just a game that you get to play like for a day and then it gets boring. So when I found BTD5 when I was really young, you know, it was a really exciting thing. And I mean, I don't know, I've been a person that's always been really interested in tower defense. I feel like that's one of the things I'm better at in terms of games and stuff. Like, I guess maybe because sometimes I tend to not be the best at like reacting in situations where it's like a super fast-paced game and, you know, if I get stressed out. But with tower defense, it's like every round, you know, you get to start the next round with a prepared defense. You're not really getting as pressured, and it's more about building strategy. So those kind of games were something I always enjoyed, and I feel like that's what really brought me back to BTD5 eventually later on, you know. So yeah, I don't know, as a person, I mean, beyond that, as far as just in general, like, I'm just, you know, a pretty normal average person. I mean, I don't really think there's anything too special about me or anything, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of, you know, just what led me to wanting to start making these kind of videos and stuff, because yeah, I don't know, I just grew up with tower defense a lot, and it was a big part of my life. And Flash games in general were because they were free games I could play at the time, back when Flash was a big thing, you know?
So
we miss Flash.
That was beautiful, man.
That was very beautiful. So
that was.
So you said you really got into BTD5 and just tower defense games in general because you played it a lot when you were a kid. But you know, what was the reason for starting YouTube on BTD and BTD5?
Yeah.
Like, what was the reason for you wanting to make like content on
Why
it?
too?
Yeah, so around March or April of 2024, a little bit before I actually like started posting on this channel, I went and realized like you can download the Ninja Kiwi archive. So I was like, well, this is really cool. I'm going to go and kind of re-explore these games. And after a little while, I ended up like realizing, I was like, you know, I've actually played like BTD5 Flash on here for probably like 60 or 70 hours. I've ranked up a decent amount, and I'm like, you know, I'm going to buy the game on Steam at this point, because if you've ever played the Flash version, you know, it's really laggy when you try to go late game. You can't do as much, and it's just not as much, you know, fun overall, to be honest with you. So I was like, all right, I'm going to play BTD5 on Steam. Because to be honest with you, when I was young, I only ever played it on Flash, so I'd never really experienced BTD5 as it is now, where you have like monkey knowledge laboratories, you have all these mastery mode like accomplishments you can achieve where you unlock new levels in the monkey lab and stuff. So getting into that was kind of exciting because it was like reliving the nostalgia while also having all these new features. I spent like a long time to max out my monkey lab. So then I was like, well, since I did this, you know, I just want to make a video just casually. Like, I'm just going to make a video about how good is the monkey lab actually in the game. Because I just spent like 60, 70 hours, however long, maybe even like 80 hours, however long it took me to complete all the mastery mode tracks I needed and everything else to earn enough tokens. You know, I'd spent so much time on that. I just thought, you know, this could just be a fun video to make. And I posted it. That video got like maybe 5 views in the first like, you know, week or something. It was not like
sitting at 56K right
and like
now,
2 or
Average
3 of them
power.
were from people. Yeah, like the channel had like no subscribers. I think, to be honest with you, I started this channel like, even a year before I ever posted BTD content. But what happened was at the time I like just didn't reach anyone, and I posted like some random Minecraft shorts, and I had like 40 subscribers that were like from those, and I had never like really
Dang.
tried to do like much outside of that. But ironically enough, back then there was one video I posted where I beat BTD1 without losing any lives because I was trying to do random gaming challenges, and that's kind of funny
That's
because I did
actually
that
pretty
like
hard, right?
a year before. It's a little bit tricky because you have to place the dart monkeys really precisely. Like you'll usually lose a few lives, but yeah, I do. I don't mean to be like rambling too much, but I
No.
did. I
Dude,
just
it's a
remember I
podcast.
made that
Go ahead,
video.
Don't
Like
worry.
I made that
Why?
video a year before I ever made any BTD5 content. That was like 2023. I first wanted to make like a gaming channel, and I made a few different like videos. Like I made a doodle jump video and other stuff like that too. And it was just meant to be like, oh, just variety gaming content of like old nostalgic games. But then like I didn't have any success, you know. And a year later, like I said, I had like maybe like 50 subs from like those Minecraft shorts I'd posted, and I posted that first video where I had maxed out my BTD5 lab, and I did a few different tests where it was like seeing like how strong like a super monkey was with the full lab upgrades versus no upgrades and all that, like, you know, just basic stuff like that. And that didn't really reach anyone, but I was like, well, I'm having fun with this. And I also kind of thought like, I feel like, you know, when I saw RNG's video about like, you know, the history of balloons and how well that was doing, I really was starting to think there is some level of interest for games outside of BTD6. Like there's definitely people that would maybe watch videos about the older games even if they don't play them anymore. So I was like, I'm gonna try to make a few more. And I remember I made a few other random videos like the weirdest achievements in BTD5, which I don't even have on my channel anymore. But I remember being excited when like it got like 800 views or something.
That's high.
Like a short time, you know, because I didn't have like again any following at all. So and I remember like a few people commenting about how it just got randomly recommended to them. But I mean, yeah, I feel like it was a combination of the fact that I was already playing BTD5 again out of nostalgia and really enjoying it again, and then also kind of seeing like, well, maybe if I try to be persistent with content around this, some people would view it because they would be willing to watch a video about a game they used to play, even if they're not interested in playing it themselves anymore. And I kind of thought, you know, a lot of people did play BTD5, even if not many people played anymore. You know, it used to have like, I mean, a similar level of popularity almost to BTD6 now. So I was like, I just feel like there's a lot of people that have memories of it, and yeah, it kind of went from there. I mean, I made my video that was how far can dart monkeys get in every Bloons game or Bloons tower defense game, and then that was the video that actually I remember doing well for me. I remember being excited. Like I woke up the next day and it had like 1,200 views and like 20 people had subscribed from it, and people were like, "Yo, I can't believe this channel only has 60 subscribers." Yeah, it's that feeling where people are like, "Oh, I can't
those
believe like this
comments
guy."
as well. Oh my gosh, those are the best.
Like, they are. Like you don't get those anymore once you start to grow more. Yeah, exactly. Like when you're first really starting to like find your rhythm. Yeah, exactly. It's an amazing feeling, and that was the thing that really made me like want to keep going. And I do remember that video got to like 10K, 20K pretty quickly, and I think it's still like my sixth video, like my sixth most viewed or something like that.
145K right now.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah, so
it is your 8th most viewed
8th.
video.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
that's
8th.
I knew it was
40K.
I knew it was still in the top 10, yeah. And I mean, that was like the first video I ever had gain any traction. So, and the funny thing is that first video I was talking about that only had like 5 views after a week. That video I'm pretty sure is like 60K now as well, or something like that.
Dang.
It's
it is. That was your first video. Yeah, that's at 60K. Yeah, 56.
Yeah, almost 60.
That's
yeah,
spot on. Wow.
I remember it started growing like a year, or like maybe like a little less than a year after my channel really started growing. I do remember that video had maybe like 1,000 views, and all of a sudden it started like actually picking up more, which was cool to see.
You know what's funny? I was first introduced to your channel actually through the gambling my life savings on Bloons Monkey City.
Yeah, Did that get recommended to you, or how did you find it?
Yeah, well, at the time, and I make I was making some lore videos about Bloons Tower Defense, and there's a lot of Bloons Monkey City I was playing, and after some point, the game gets a little grindy. So I think I was kind of searching up like some hacks that people have found, or some like what are the best Bloonstone grinding or ways to get a lot of cash and all that, and I think I just stumbled across your video and ended up watching both of your gambling, your life savings videos.
Oh, you did it twice.
And then
I did do a second one, later on.
And like they were just fun videos, so I ended up watching them. And then I did notice that you're playing a lot of BTD5 as well, so I watched a few of those. And then I kind of got like reintroduced to you when Dogger reached out to you. So like it's been it's been a lot of fun going through your channel. And
I've seen your series as well about like
really
the Bloons lore. Yeah, I actually watched your videos like several months ago because I was actually thinking about doing something a little bit similar, but like for specifically like I wanted to do a video about how like BTD started transitioning from like casual monkeys to like war, basically, like how in the fourth game especially you started to get these different upgrades and stuff that were based on like war themes. And I noticed that when I was playing BTD5, how many like you have Ground Zero, First Strike, all these different things that are directly named after real life war things.
Totally.
And I went and started looking this up, and I found your videos, and you hadn't posted all of them yet, I don't think. I'm not even sure, but maybe I'm wrong. But I do remember I found them like a while ago now, and I remember watching through them. I was like, well, somebody already covered this pretty well, so I'm not gonna, I'm not really gonna be able to add on much to that. I mean, I did.
You know what? I'm happy that we came to the same conclusions. That's that's a good sign.
Yeah,
it is cool,
great minds think alike.
I did actually see your content as well, for sure. That was a cool series. You did a really good job with that. I mean, I tried to do something a little bit similar when I made that video about how many war crimes can I commit in BTD5, and I tried to be somewhat accurate there. Like, I did try to actually like do some research and make it like so it was somewhat accurate, and that was fun. But yeah, no, I mean that was a cool series for sure, man. You did a good job with that. It was fun to watch through that.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
It's cool to actually see that you guys like both like independently just like saw each other's stuff. Like, that's just like
that is pretty
kind of
cool.
shows
It is cool.
Yeah, I mean, I just especially if you watch enough content, you start to realize like what people would be interested in watching, and that's like a topic that I feel like you can start to see like, well, wait a minute, like they're just innocent monkeys just defending themselves. Then all of a sudden now they're now they're developing more tactics. And then obviously Bloons Monkey City was a big point, and you made that point too, where it's like they're taking over the land from the Bloons. They're not just defending themselves anymore; they're expanding their territory.
Yeah. Well, something that always threw me off, or this is my actual like lore videos aside, and I think they're starting to go back on it, but I think they tried to go for an actual story about this in Bloons Tower Defense 4, 5, and Bloons Monkey City, but no one cared about it. So they just toned it way down. They like went more for the fun aspect. I mean, it is a kid's game at the end of the day, right? But
I think you're right, yeah.
But like I think that they actually did try, because I think that's the big thing. I'm not sure if you watched the video or not, but there was a on the Altar of the Sun, or on the Consecrated Grounds and the Altar of the Sun in Bloons Monkey City, they have different engravings, but it's the same model texture. But one of the engravings is a balloon, while the other one is a monkey. So like, and they put Bloons Monkey City was the first game with Monklish, which is a language, and that's how they like went and did teasers for I think just BTD6. I don't think they did. Oh, there's no Monklish in BTD5. You'll get me started on the lore already, but it is kind of like
we got there has to be like a compilation of just how many times you've brought up the lore to like someone being invited on this podcast.
To be fair, I kind of started. I was like, I realized I've watched your videos, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, like when you were talking about it a little bit, yeah. But
that's like Rocco's ball knowledge, you can't diss him for that.
Yeah, that is
I respect him for that. I respect him for that.
You did give me the heart flutters that you've seen it independently. That's pretty cool. So
that's the respect.
But it is cool that you also were interested in making a video like that. And the War Crimes video I have seen.
War
it was a great
Crimes.
video.
I mean, what?
It was a
It was a
fantastic
fun
video.
video. It was the kind of video I knew wouldn't reach many people. I like hoped it would deep down, like people would be like, "Oh, this is kind of fun." Like maybe it would get recommended to more people, but I knew, it probably wasn't gonna get super far. But it was fun to make. Honestly, it was more enjoyable than just like, oh, this random challenge. You're grinding this or that. Like the game itself can get a little bit repetitive if you just kind of do the same things, and I've noticed that
Yeah.
for sure. Like with
Yeah.
trying to make content, people would rather view some of the videos I've already made than like new videos if they find them to be repetitive, obviously. So it's kind of the nature of BTD5. There's a lot less to do than BTD6 because you don't have the race element. You don't have any active leaderboards anymore, really, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to be like on Steam and look at the leaderboard. Like I can see that I have like one of the top 50 or whatever deflation runs of all time, and most of the top people are hackers that cheated to like the integer limit of 2.147 billion for their round. So you can like see like like people would just like use cheat engine, just immediately skip to like the highest like possible round that like the game can process based on how it stores the value of rounds and stuff. Like cash is a double in BTD5. It's not like an integer, so there's no integer limit on cash. Like the world record run, the guy that has like he's up like around 13,000, Mateo Bluner. He has I think like 100 or 200 billion cash so far that he's earned like from farming with the helicopters, from farming extra live. So the game, like in theory, the game might have an issue if it wasn't stored as a double. So like your cash can be any amount, whereas your lives can only go up to 2.147 billion because they have like a
only 2.147 billion.
Well, I know
Well,
BTD6 BTD6 is a lot different, but I'm just saying it's because it's a signed integer. You know what I mean? So if it was unsigned,
Hey,
then you could get double that.
Point.
But yeah,
it's cool that you actually like, because one of my big questions was about the community and like one, your YouTube community, and like what videos have you noticed like do well, and like the audience that you connect with, kind of thing, but also like just the people who are engaged with BTD5 at all, like I guess that came out a bit more negative than I meant. It like you're talking about these like world records, and that you've been engaged in that kind of community, and especially like with all the challenges that you self-initiate, right? Like, I don't know. I'm curious about the community that you engage with, and that's still around the game.
Yeah, I mean, I can talk about the community in general. I mean, I'm a part of a few decent servers, especially like the BTD5 free play server. It's got like the Flash world record holder along with the Steam version world record holder in there, and some other very like notable players in terms of record setting. I mean, my relationship with the community is that I think I'm sort of a voice for them at this point. Like, if you look at my video about the original BTD5 world record, well, not original, but the one that was before Mateo getting to around 13,000 when he originally got to around 4,114. That video has, I think, a couple 100,000 views at this point. Whereas if you look at it on his channel, it doesn't have quite the same exposure. And I am able to go and like promote his channel. He can get the top comment that I can pin on the video. And I think, at this point with my channel being kind of a little bit bigger than some of the other BTD5 channels that are still like consistently doing that game, I feel like I've started to become a little bit like a voice for the community in some ways, where I can kind of represent their records and their accomplishments to a bit of a larger audience, and I can work with these people. And, I've gotten to become really good friends with people. I mean, especially one person in particular who, he's not really in the community anymore, but this guy, AllBM, he was somebody that, I ended up becoming really good friends with because we related on a lot of other things too, like music that we liked and just other things we were dealing with in life and stuff. And, I think it's the kind of thing where it starts off as you talk to these people because you're like, oh, I would love to make a video on your record, or, oh, I'd love to work with you on, if I could learn more about this aspect of the game so I can make my video more accurate. But then you end up getting to become friends with a lot of people from that. And I think it's a really awesome thing, where, yeah, I mean, even Doggo and we collabed a couple years ago on a video.
We did a collab. I wanted to actually bring that up.
Yeah, I was gonna say we actually had
That's so cool.
We had a collab a couple years ago, so
we did
it was
with
really cool.
Future and Alukian. So
that is so
Oh wow. You got everyone there. That's awesome.
That
Do
is
you, do you
really
still
cool.
have that up on your channel, by the way?
But I don't. I think I privated it because it never like grew any. It only had like 1,000 or like 1,500 views, and then it would get like literally like a view a day if I was lucky. So I ended up just
Honestly,
privating it, and I
if
was
you
only a
could
little bit.
unlist it at least and like send me the link,
Oh
that would
yeah.
be so fun to just watch. That
Oh
if you
yeah,
could
for
that
sure,
would,
man. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's not gonna hurt my channel when I list it. Yeah, I mainly just don't
I mean,
like
yeah, it's
giving like.
unlisted, so like it's still private, just like anyone who has the link can
Yeah,
see.
it might even be unlisted. It might not even be private. Honestly, I'll have to check. It might just be
We
unlisted.
could
But yeah,
even
I can
do a
definitely.
small reaction to it at the end.
That actually would be
Hell
crazy.
yeah.
That would be
Dude,
so cool.
I
the
don't.
Phenomix
I mean,
video that no one has seen. The
it'd be
We're
hard.
not
It'd
done.
be hard to react to it because it's like an hour long in its own right. I'm pretty sure, and it's also just
Oh
us,
yeah,
just
we're
like
long.
it's us playing like the imposter. It was like it was literally the imposter, like Among
Among
Us in
Us?
BTD6.
Oh
Yeah,
my
so
Among Us.
Yeah,
we did a
Curly's got a bit of an obsession with that game.
we did a 4-person co-op, and it was crazy. I remember at the time, like it was so weird for me to collab with a Lukian on something because he had like a couple 100K subs, and I had like I think like 300 subscribers or something at the time, or maybe like 500. And I remember like seeing him as like this huge guy. It was weird around that time, low key. Like that was like one of like the better times for my channel because even when I had like 500 to 1,000 subs, I remember like I could get like 10K views per video. I was like punching above my weight
Yeah.
class. I feel like now I'm kind of falling the other way, you know. Now I'm punching below my weight class.
Punching under.
I'm not
Yeah,
really getting at least.
we talked about a Lucian and we were like, yeah, I guess. I mean, it's true for everyone, man. Like, he's such a cool guy. He always collabs with the small
He
creators.
is genuinely just is so
We
incredible.
talked about that too. He did that with like literally almost all of us here right now. We love a Lucian around here. Just know that we love a Lucian.
And Doggo, the funny thing was, Dr. Future reached out and said, "Hey, they were, you know, wanting to see if you'd be interested in the Bloons podcast." And he told me about you, Doggo. And I was like, "Well, remember we all collabed on a video?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, that's right." I was like, "Yeah, dude, he did a
Oh
video
yeah,
together."
that's right.
I was like, "We did a
We
video a
did
couple
do
years
a
ago."
video
Yeah.
together.
I mean, it's been a while. Yeah,
It has
you've
been a
probably seen.
while.
I've randomly messaged the group chat like every like 3 to 6 months. I'll just
Yeah,
randomly
every now
message
and then.
him,
Yeah.
I'll be like, "Yo, it's been
I
6
mean,
months."
low key, we gotta do another collab, bro.
Yeah, that would be funny. I
It's
mean,
gotta happen
honestly,
one day.
somebody, I did just wish that Alukian had posted on his channel because I was like looking forward to that. I thought everyone was gonna post it. I was like, oh, this is really exciting. Like I'm collabing with this guy, and then like most people, I don't think did you post it, Doggo, or did anyone post it?
I don't think I did.
I don't think Dr. Future posted it either. So I think I was the only one
Damn.
that.
I mean, I was playing on mobile, so I couldn't really record to begin with.
Yeah, that's
Like,
right. That's right. You said that you couldn't record. I think you wanted somebody to send you their perspective or something like that. Or I
Yeah.
don't even remember, but yeah, that's right. You said that at the time. Yeah, this was a couple years
Yeah,
ago.
because I was playing on mobile.
Oh, Doggo.
This is the Doggo Dutchman lore.
I never knew
Yeah.
this. You never
Podcast.
told me,
This is-
Doggo. This is
What?
so
Yeah,
Yeah,
interesting.
I want to keep it. I want to keep it a surprise for this.
No, that's my bad. I mean to spoil the
Something.
surprise. We're
Wow.
far
No,
enough in
no,
at least
for the
where it shouldn't be a big
podcast
deal.
content.
This
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
New Doggo lore, new Phenomix lore. This is crazy.
This is crazy.
You were we probably had the same amount of subscribers at the time. You know, we
Yeah,
probably both
something
had
like
like 400 or 500 or something, I think. And Dr.
was
Future was in the
2
same boat.
years
He's grown a little
ago.
bit more.
Yeah.
I've noticed Dr. Future's made some good videos that really have
Yeah.
like punched well in the algorithm. He's got a few K. I remember him and I got this is something that you guys might find interesting to talk about on the podcast. Him and I got so much hate when we made videos against Ninja Kiwi. Like not even against them. We weren't like insulting them, but you know, I don't know if you saw my video where it was like what's going on with Ninja Kiwi. That got like 140K views or something, or 120K maybe. But at the time it was growing pretty quickly. And I had this dude like telling me I was like this awful person for making the video and stuff,
Jesus
and how I'm gonna like make their company fail. And I'm like, dude,
Oh my
they're a lot
gosh.
bigger than I am. Like, I'm not
That's
gonna make their
know.
company fail. Like, what? Like, the game already failed. I'm just talking about my. And then Dr. Future got a lot of crap too, and he told me like how your friend Dr. like you know him too. Like, and he was complaining a bunch about him because he had made a few videos about Ninja Kiwi. Because I remember those videos were doing well for him also, and it was like we're just talking about our honest feelings with the company that we've dealt with for well over a decade or you know however long. Like I feel like it's a little bit like ridiculous to claim that we're going to cause them to fail, especially because if you look at like my community posts in the past. I mean, when BTD5 went on sale, I promoted it, and I got the game to its highest player count on Steam for like the last 2.5 years that it had achieved. So
Dang.
That's
I'm like,
aura.
I don't think
That
I'm
is
like
cool.
trying to cause
No,
the
I don't think
downfall
you're
of the
hurting
Yeah,
community.
anybody.
Sam, we gotta tell Sam that he should
Yeah. We
send you
have
some
Well,
we
money,
have
man.
contacts
Like
with Sam,
you gotta
man.
get
Watch
paid for that.
out.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like,
He was
and
gonna join.
he was gonna join the he was gonna do a podcast with you guys. You mean?
Yeah.
No,
Or
I'm
No,
just
he
No,
still
no, no,
joking.
no.
is. He still
oh,
is. He's
He
still
has
outside of my
to.
house.
Yeah, he's been sending us emails
He's,
the whole
he's,
time.
he's
Asking
been
to get
outside of
on.
my house for the last few days, man.
Yep.
Like, it's crazy.
I mean, now he's outside of
Yeah,
your house. Actually, we have him like
yeah.
with a
Got
sniper, just like
surveillance on
he
target
him.
on
has
your
some
head.
words about that video.
Oh,
Well, he
Sam.
did tell me
Yeah.
if I say anything wrong, then he does have a red dot on my head. So
Yep.
Oh,
He's
God.
right
he's got
as we speak.
he's got the sniper monkey ready, pointing right
Oh
at me.
no. Good luck,
Oh
man.
no.
Good freaking luck.
Say something good about BTD5
Yeah,
real
say
quick.
something good. Say something good. Quick.
BTD6 is the best tower defense game ever made. It makes Plants vs Zombie look horrible.
Okay, that's hype. Sam
Damn,
is
I
not
just
I
can't
think
believe
it
that
is,
you
yeah.
insulted my other goat.
Right, Sam,
That's
you
all
can
right.
call
We
it.
got we
Yeah,
gotta have
we
issues.
gotta-
Well,
we gotta
hey, they don't
say
like
some
pop.
stuff.
I'm just trying to save my skin here, guys.
Yeah, come on, come on.
I don't actually think that
Double
about it.
you sell
He's,
out.
he's
I've
going
never
against
played
Sam,
PvZ.
guys. He's going against Sam. How do you
Yeah,
win
come
that
on.
fight, you know?
I gotta be real.
We
I've never
were.
played PvZ before. Like I've actually never played Plants vs Zombies
Have you
in my
never
life.
played
Really?
Oh, that's
Plants vs.
crazy.
Zombies?
Yeah. And
Wow.
it's funny
You know
because
what?
I like was the you guys any of you guys know the YouTuber Subchub at all or no?
Doesn't ring a
Subchub.
bell to
Who?
me.
He's like
Not off the top of my
150.
head.
He's like 160,000 subscribers now, and he does like modern PvZ content. But he first reached out to me when he had like a couple hundred subs because he was also doing BTD content like I was, and he had found my video about like trying to you can get with dirt monkeys in every BTD game, and we ended up becoming friends and talking for a while. And it was kind of crazy watching him like grow because at one point I was growing a lot faster than him, and all of a sudden he just eclipsed me and was now like he's getting his videos average like 500,000 views and stuff, and he just is going
Dang.
insane.
Wow.
Whoa.
But yeah, it was pretty
That's
cool to
like
watch him blow
more
up.
than 2.
If you look at one of my older the special agent video I have, or like how far could each special agent get, I mentioned how I was like taking a walk and talking to my boy Subchub is what I say in there, and that was back when he had like maybe 1,000 subs, and he thought it was cool. Like I gave him a shout out and stuff, and now obviously it's the other way around. he's
Dang.
he's a lot bigger than I am, so I mean I'm proud of him, man. I'm happy for him because that was his goal. I mean he knew how to grow and he managed to pull it off. But it's
That's
just when
hype.
PvZ
Oh,
came up, I
yeah.
was just like I don't know if you guys ever heard of him or anything, but yeah, no,
I've
it's pretty
not,
cool
but
for
I'm
sure.
looking at his channel and it's cool.
Yeah.
It's
I'm not
a
that
lot of
tapped
modded
into like the
content.
whole PvZ community. I'm gonna be real, but
I mean, I'm probably
I
still
know
yeah, I'm
what's his
still a
name,
moderator of the
Scott
server
Games.
too.
That's
I
They
pretty
don't
made me a
sick.
mod. Because yeah, we're like, I mean, again, like we're kind of like day ones at this point. I mean, at least as far as his content growth goes, I mean, it was really cool to watch him grow from trying to do like BTD stuff. And he told me he didn't really want to stick with BTD5 or I mean, not big Bloons Tower Defense in general for a super long time. It was funny. He made one of the videos I wanted to make where it was trying to beat every game like every single Bloons Tower Defense game without monkeys. And I
Yep.
didn't make it because I saw Shy Guy Mask had already made it, so I was like, I don't really want to like copy him. But then he like told me, well, I thought the same thing, but then I just figured I could redo it because his video was old, and his video that ended up being the video that got him of like they got him from like a small amount of subscribers to actually having some growth. Oh, is Doggo okay?
The dog, yeah,
Doggo's
what
dead.
the heck?
Yeah, never mind.
Doggy?
Sorry,
He's back. He's back.
What the
He
heck happened, man?
survived.
my
Survived
ping
the
just spiked
creeper.
up to about 1,000. You know,
Oh.
it happens.
Of course.
Okay, yeah, I mean, normal stuff.
Yeah,
I'm glad
no
my
stuff.
internet's being normal because yeah, I was worried. Like sometimes my internet's annoying too, and it'll just like there's like a couple extensions of it. Like there's the main one, and there's the ones that are the extended like routers because it doesn't always reach very far. And sometimes I'll be connected to like the wrong one, and it'll just like crap out. Like I tried to stream a few weeks ago, and then like I was losing like 40% of my frames or something on OBS at
Dang.
first.
boy.
Jesus.
I was like, and then like everyone was like, "Why'd you like end the stream after 2 minutes?" I was like, "Well, I had to fix it because it was like basically non-existent. It was like a slideshow probably." But yeah, it could be annoying
Oh boy.
for sure.
Well, I was
Well,
gonna
it
say
could be
in this
good.
tie into a conversation that we were just having, but like,
you're
because we
good.
talked about Dr. Future with this is, constructive criticism, right? Again, there are always gonna, I swear, whenever there's criticism around a gaming company, there's always those people that say you're gonna kill the game and like think that you're an awful person because they love it and
Yeah.
like stand by it. But like, uh, because well, it kind of merges with two questions because I was gonna ask something that I have noticed, especially when like looking for assets for videos. BTD5 has a lot of good ones, especially in their marketing. But they are still updating the game. Not as frequent, but aren't they still keeping support with it? Like have a small
Wait, so
team that's
can I just ask you one question? Because I think I just a little like I just want to clarify. When you say you're looking
yeah.
for assets for videos, do you mean like for thumbnails? Like you're looking for like images from the game, like of towers and stuff, or what do you mean by assets for videos?
Well, like my videos are like kind of more like PNG animation heavier.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Right.
and I try not to. I don't know why, but like just like the tower upgrade sprites and like that kind of stuff. Like it is used to death. So I try and find some like different assets. That's where like Bloons Card Storm has some like really cool monkey poses. BT5 like
Yeah.
marketing is pretty cool. Where you can get like a monkey pointing uh like just in different situations, usually to advertise a map or something like that. So I try to find like some of the different art that's out there.
So
And
you
that's
mean
what
like from different up? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I just
yeah.
like, do you mean from different updates, like the artwork that they use on different map updates and stuff like that, or like when they release like new updates for the game, like the artwork that they're using?
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I end up looking for and that informs me about stuff like even though I'm not connected that much to BTD5, I can see when new map updates come out or uh
Yeah.
some of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I've tried to look at
Uh
some of that stuff for thumbnails myself. I mean, sometimes it's just tough because it's like you either got to crop something out or maybe it's not exactly what you're looking for. But I do notice that I also I was watching the BTD5 trailer on Steam and stuff, and just like the original, trailer for like the newer version of the game. And I mean, it
yeah.
does look like there's some images in there too, like when the sniper monkey's pointing out, and stuff like that looks
Oh,
pretty good for
absolutely.
like artwork. Yeah, exactly. So I've noticed that as well for sure. I do want to try to incorporate that, but so so you're asking about how as far as updates go in the game. The game, right? Just to make sure I'm not mistaken, like you're asking,
Yeah.
like, do they still update the game very much? Because the answer to that is not really. To be honest with you, I don't want to in any way sound like egotistical or presumptuous because I don't know that this is in any way the truth. But I feel like in a way, when I stopped posting the last several months, I feel like the game hasn't been updated since I last checked. Whereas when I
Hmm.
was posting more, the game was getting updated a little bit more frequently, like every like I feel like 2 to 3 times a year there was like new updates coming out because I have some videos about new maps that came out, and I feel like
Yeah.
maybe Ninja Kiwi partially looks at like how well the game is doing as to how much they should really consider
Hmm.
developing an update. But again, I don't want to speculate. I have no idea what the truth is of that or anything. That's just me just just saying based on what I've observed and what I think I've
Based on what
noticed.
you've seen. Nah, that's fair. That's fair though.
But I
Yeah.
do think, yeah, like I do think how much I'm posting and how much I'm promoting the game has a small impact on how many people are maybe like downloading it or playing it and stuff. But I also
Yeah,
think
sure.
overall the bigger thing is that maybe they just haven't seen anything worth doing updates for. But when I've last checked, I don't think they've updated the game for quite a while because the same map was on there now that was on there I feel like almost a year ago. But generally the game would get like a couple new maps a year, I think. And I feel like 5 years ago it was still a little bit more consistent if you look through the update history. But you're not
Yep.
going to get anything like special with the BTD5 update. You're going to get like a new map and that's about it. You know what I mean? You're not going to get any new
Yeah.
features, any new, especially not any new towers, obviously. But you're not really going to get like anything besides just one new map per update, basically. And
Yep.
there's usually a couple times a year.
Yeah. I do know, well, and of course most of their focus is on BTD6. Yeah, you are correct. Their last update was November 20th. Or at least their last post about it. Uh,
Yeah, it's been
and
a
like
little while now.
that's a bit of a shame. Granted, like while understandable, it's
Like, yeah, I
you
was
know,
about to say, like, how long can you really ask them to keep like support
Yeah.
alive for the game?
Well, that's
It's
why I can't
understandable for
imagine
sure.
that,
Yeah.
and not like again, it's presumptuous. I don't know what's going on, but I can imagine that if a content creator's covering it less, or if there's less engagement around it, less worth to put in resources. But then
I
again,
mean, when you have a
they
game
put
like
out Fightland.
BTD2 with like
They
200,000 players a month and no
Yeah,
update. Oh, um,
but sometimes they can be misguided with resources.
Well,
yeah,
Doggo,
Or
I agree with you 100%. Like, I wouldn't expect them to update the game even if, like, ever if they didn't want to, even if I was making, tons of videos and stuff and whatever. But the only thing I feel like I've noticed is that the updates have actually gotten a bit less frequent since I haven't been like growing the
yeah,
way I
yeah. I
was.
know what you mean.
You know what I mean? Because you got to think like my biggest video is
Yeah,
about 1.2 million views in 2 years. So there's a decent amount of people that are
that
being
is very decent.
re-exposed to
Yeah,
BTD5, It has a
yeah,
small impact. I think it had a small
It,
impact. I think maybe they saw like, oh, okay, like maybe I think maybe part of Ninja Kibi was hoping other people, would kind of also do the same thing, and maybe the game would get revived a little bit more. Or maybe they just, were looking at it like, well, it's more reasonable. We can afford to pay somebody to do this more quickly now
yeah,
and
because
have
there's
that be
an
their priority. Right, because
yeah,
we've just, we've gotten, a decent amount of extra sales between mobile and Steam. I mean, I can't see the mobile player base, so I'm sure some people buy it on mobile instead of Steam too.
yeah,
And I mean, I saw a decent. I mean, I know like a couple hundred people bought it just from me promoting it a few different times when it was on sale. So I would imagine, it's a joint kind of thing where it's like definitely, obviously, they're not going to give. I'm not expecting them to give us some huge game overhaul or put all this extra coding into BTD5 at all. I do think that they kind of did update the game a little bit more with new maps just to kind of keep it a little bit more exciting and maybe give like people kind of something to look forward to that were kind of coming into the game. But yeah, I think it's definitely mostly because, right, obviously, regardless of what I do, like unless I got like 100 million views on some video, like they're not gonna be like, oh, BTD
yeah.
five is more profitable than BTD six. Like they're gonna always invest in BTD six, of course, and it makes sense. I mean, that's really their magnum opus.
Is there something that you would specifically like if they were to kind of revisit this game and put a bit more, like, give it a bit more polish and love, like something that you'd specifically like?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like one thing I definitely would think is really cool is maybe just I don't know if I'd expect them to add a new tower to the game, but if they could at least take the special agents that were exclusive to BTD5 Deluxe and put them over into the other BTD5 games, that would be really cool because like you have certain towers that you only have access to on a now non-existent version of the game because BTD5 Deluxe was a flash version of the game released in 2012 that you had to pay like 10 or 20 bucks for at the time. So most
Yeah,
people never even bought it to begin with. Not that many people have access to it anymore, and there's no way to get access to those exclusive things on there, like the bee spitter, for example. And like there were certain special agents on there. I don't think it would be that much effort for them to go and add those over to BTD5. I mean, I wouldn't ask them to go and add a bunch of new features to the game because honestly, I think most people wouldn't want BTD5 to have those new features because people that play BTD5 still, they're not looking for the game to get updated a bunch. They're not looking for
yeah.
it to be like BTD6. They're looking to play, the BTD5 that they remember.
The
So
old
I
yeah.
think,
experience. It's kind of redundant adding something new to the
yeah,
entire.
like right, like
Yeah,
there'd be
I get
no
what you
point
mean.
of them making it, as fun as BTD6 because BTD6 exists if you want to play that. I mean, like there'd be no reason for them to do that. They should definitely maintain the charm, but I definitely think adding the exclusive BTD5 Deluxe special agents into regular BTD5 would be a really cool thing they could do. Something else I wish they would do personally is add a few more levels to the monkey laboratory where like I mean, some of the upgrades are already like can't go any further. Like you can get 99% of your sell back price like instead of only 80% back if you have that maxed out at level 13. But some of the other ones don't go that high up. Like I think popping power only goes to like 40 or 50%. And I think some of the other ones could maybe go a little bit further as well, like the monkey laboratory knowledge because I feel like once you get to the point where you've maxed everything out in the game, you just kind of have nothing to really do unless you want to challenge yourself to beat like bar pits, on Mastery and Poppable without any like agents or anything. Like unless you want to give yourself special challenges, there's not really much left to do. And I think
Yeah.
it'd be cool if they had a little bit more progression, maybe on the monkey knowledge, but that would be hard to implement as well. I mean, but yeah, the biggest thing I would definitely say is adding the BTD5 Deluxe special agents, and then the other thing I would say is I really wish they would add a few new extreme maps as well. Because every time
Yeah.
they update the game with a new map, they always add like a beginner or intermediate map, and I'm like, that's just not that much fun. Like as as an experienced player in the
Yeah.
game, I'd rather them add a new extreme map that I can test myself on and see like different strategies on there and stuff. Like that. I think is the biggest thing they could do is maybe try to add more challenging maps to the game as well. I mean, Tar Pits is obviously a huge challenge, but they could add a few
Yeah.
more maps for some more variety. That would be
And
my
they
biggest
just
thing.
transferred that over to BTD6, right? So
Yeah, with the spa pits into tar pits, and that was so funny. I remember when that happened, my tar pits videos started getting like more views again from search results because people kept on searching like tar pits from BTD5, and they were finding my video where like I saw how far I could get on there and stuff. And yeah, I mean, like I do remember, and I remember Brazerio or Brazerio. How do you say his name? It's like you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like Bruzzio or something like that. Brazerio, Bruzio or Bruzio probably is how I would say it.
I'm
But
unfamiliar with them.
he
No,
he
me
made
neither.
like a video about the BTD6 tar pits. I remember like once it came out, and then he like gave me a shout out in his video, and then that's how I kind of first like saw him, and he ended up like joining my server and stuff. But he's like he's a BTD6 YouTuber. I think is pretty good at the game, from what I've seen at least.
Nice.
But
Yep,
yeah,
your video comes straight up if you look up BTD6 tar pits. How far can you get on tar pits in BTD5? I bet a bunch of people are looking for guidance there.
yeah, it is funny to think about too.
Yep.
Yeah, it's crazy how far you can get on tar pits in BTD5 because he didn't even think like that. Like it was like the record was real and stuff. Because my friend I was talking about, All BM, he actually has the record for tar pits in BTD5 on Mastery and Poppable. Granted, that's using double cache and stuff like that. It's not with like regular. But I
On
actually
double
made that
tap.
other video.
Sure, you can do it then.
Yeah, I could probably
Wow.
do
I did.
that pretty easily, honestly. I'm
What,
It's not that. I mean,
Double
301?
cache
Wow.
killer.
it's not that hard to beat with double cache like tar pits on Mastery and Poppable. You can beat it, but getting as far as possible, you have to know the strategy
Oh,
of the game.
watch. I'll make it.
You have to know.
I'll make it difficult with double cache. Just trust me. Just watch my gameplay and you'll be like, holy, like, how can a player be so bad at this game? But you just trust
You don't
me.
want Curly to compete because it's like God
Yeah.
versus mortal.
It's basically like an atomic bomb versus a coughing baby, basically. That's just like what it's like, though.
A coughing
I mean,
bomb versus the hydrogen baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
true. Well, Curly, it is using your cheat code of double cache, so
I appreciate that.
Well, the thing though is you do have to place your temples perfectly. Like there's basically pixel perfect placements on every spot in the map to fit the exact, because
That's
we
always
don't
fun.
have we don't have paragons or tier 5s or anything, so it's literally just it's max temples is how we do max DPS in this game, and that's it. And you have to fit your max temples in perfect spots so that you can fit 21 temples instead of only 20. It's
Dang.
like
yeah.
like it's very precise. That's the one thing about this game that's precise is the temple placements are pixel perfect, and they're annoying as hell because you gotta like line up your little thing, the like oh my God, the radius that comes out of it that shows you how far they can shoot. You have to line that up exactly with like certain points on the track, and you'll be like, okay, here's like if I'm on express shipping trying to set up max temples, it'll be like here's a present right here, so I have to go 3 pixels into the present and then 2 over, and then you have to set it up exactly like with perfect placements, otherwise you're just not going to be able to get all of the temples possible, and you're not going to get as far.
Yeah.
And that's the most annoying part about setting up like a max defense on BTD5. Probably. I mean,
sure.
BTD6 is much more obviously intense and micro heavy and stuff.
Is it? Well, that is something I was gonna ask. Is like BG6 is balanced around the mechanics of BG6. You can get way more powerful tier 5 upgrades. You can
Yeah, I remember
like-
BTD5 and battles being much more micro heavy, like with buying and selling towers.
Well, battles is more micro heavy. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But I don't know
Battles
if it, like I don't know if it's the same
BTD
with
battles.
BTD5, but I remember his
BTD5,
vote being OP, like the pirate
BTD5 is
ability.
in BTD5, really? I wouldn't call I wouldn't call that ability super OP in 5.
Huh.
I guess it depends on the challenge you're doing maybe, but generally speaking, being able to sync up to a BFB, well, it depends on the scenario you're in. I think it might also be better on Flash, to be honest with you, because BFBs are a bit stronger, I think, on Flash because you don't have balloon chippers and stuff.
Oh.
So yeah, and you don't have the
RP.
submarine first strike ability or anything. So you
Yeah,
have like
first strike, Sabo, a
yeah,
lot of
like the bigger balloons, you know, on the Flash version of BTD5 are definitely a bit tougher, I think, too, because of that.
yeah.
Oh, I'm
You
sure.
don't just have like a win button with the balloon chipper.
I know
But
that
yeah,
became the whole reason they don't want to bring that back is because it was a balancing nightmare.
yeah, I know. It was funny, like kind of talking about it. I mean, I remember finding like that tweet where they said like the exact issue with the balloon chipper was how like it was like there was something that they regretted adding to the ballooniverse and stuff, and that it was like a balancing nightmare. Yeah.
Now because now they just add it as a discarded. They just like they
Yeah,
trash on it whenever they can.
it's in the junkyard, yeah, or scrapyard. I mean, yeah,
In the
exactly.
Frontier Legends DLC in BTD6, they also added it as a fishing item that its description is just oh, you just found some garbage. It's like
Dang, that's
they
some
But
really
good
wait,
hate
shots
you
it.
fired.
can catch
They,
items
they
by
hate on my
fishing in that
boy.
game. You mean? Like you can go
Yeah,
fishing and
there's
that's
a
so weird.
DLC where fishing is part of it, and you can collect a balloon chipper, like a discarded one.
Makes me think
Uh,
about Minecraft, man. Finding like garbage and stuff, like when you're trying to fish in that game. That's funny. I
yeah,
didn't know Frontier Legends had fishing in it.
Dude, I've
yep. It's
never used the balloon chipper. I've never used it before because I'm not an OG.
okay.
I'm new gen.
Curly has not played BTD5.
Yeah.
So you've ever played BTD5 or Battles? I mean, or
Never,
Battles 1 or BMC? Yeah.
never. I've never played any of them.
I will
Only
be honest, I
BTD6.
also never played BTD5, maybe like only once or twice, but that was because again, it wasn't free. So that's why I only played
Did you
Battle.
play Battles
You guys are
instead? Yeah.
traitors.
You were
That's not
around at the time.
acceptable.
You didn't. Yeah, exactly. No, I get it for sure. I mean,
No,
I
no,
I think
no,
remember
like
no.
playing
I
BT.
pirated it like once as a kid or
Oh
something,
my.
but like it
I
stopped
Yeah,
pirated
working
Doctor
after a
Minecraft a lot
day or
as a kid.
so.
Yeah. I used to pirate Minecraft all the time as a kid because I had an Android tablet, so I could download
Android
the
is
APK
different.
file. Yeah, you could just download
Yeah,
the APK
APK file.
file. Yeah, and you
Oh,
couldn't play
it
on
was
servers
such
and
a
stuff because
headache doing it on iOS. I swear, it was
yeah,
such a headache.
you had to jailbreak your phone and stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a much more difficult, intense experience.
yeah.
Yeah,
Somehow I still managed it, which I don't
yeah.
condone.
Oh
We
yeah,
do
we don't
not
condone
condone
this.
fighting
We don't
games.
condone any of this. That's right.
We do not condone any of this behavior. Do as I say, not as I do. Anyway,
Buy your games. I mean, I've bought both versions of Minecraft now, so don't worry.
exactly. Me too. Me
I
too.
have Bedrock and Java on my laptop. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Hey, there we go.
What do you say?
But hell yeah, that's what I was going for.
But yeah, Curly
Um,
never played BTD5 or
Never.
Bloons
I
Monkey
know.
City or
Never.
BTD Battles.
Never.
How
Never played
how
it.
much did you engage with Bloons Monkey City? I know you have a few. You have quite a few actually. Videos on your
Videos on.
channel about it,
Yeah, I
but I
mean, I
know it's more
played Bloons.
centralized around.
Right.
Go on.
Yeah, no, you're right. I mean, obviously, it's much more about BTD5, but I've played Bloons Monkey City a lot. I think I have like 150 hours on the game or something like that, so not a small amount, but
Yeah.
not the same as BTD5. The thing is, Bloons Monkey City, you can't really do the same kind of challenges on because contested
Yeah.
territory will crash all the time if you're playing on Steam.
Yeah.
Like you can get up to like round 80, 90, 100 and the game will just crash. And then when it crashes, you have to exit out of the game or it'll just close itself out and your round doesn't get saved. So it's really annoying to try to, play on the Steam version of Bloons Monkey City to do any sort of like real challenges that are interesting from the kind of videos I make where you're pushing yourself as far as possible. And yeah, I mean, so most of my experience with the game has just been me kind of capturing tiles. I had a lot of time on the game because I did like a whole week of live streaming where I was streaming the game for 8 hours a day.
Uh,
And yeah, I mean that was pretty intense. And I'm level 49 now, so I'm one level away from maxing out in the game.
God
But
damn.
I do have a decent amount. I think I have like 1,000, like I think I made like 1,200 tiles out of 4,000 or something like that. So I have a decent amount of stuff in the game. It's just yeah, I mean, it's hard to really push myself for the videos I want to make because I had to go on my phone and record because that's the only place where it doesn't crash. If you play it on mobile, you can push yourself as far as you want. I think I have a video about like getting to like 100, round
W
127 in
mobile for
contested
once.
territory. Yeah, W mobile for sure. For Bloons Monkey City, mobile is a huge double. It's a massive W because literally the Steam version crashes all the time just for no reason, especially when you're in
For
contested
once,
territory.
mobile actually takes a W over PC. This is a moment that I will cherish.
Yep.
It's where
Doug, are you
every
going back? You miss
Huh?
it? You miss it? You miss your mobile?
Oh, absolutely not. It's absolutely a horrible experience. I'm staying on PC now.
no Bloons Monkey City though is actually better on mobile to be honest with
Oh
you.
yeah, Bloons Monkey City, yeah, 100%. But BTD6, no way.
Yeah, BT6 is garbage on mobile. I played.
Yeah,
That's the funny thing is some people probably don't know this. Like back in like 2022, I actually like played probably like 100 hours of BTD6, and I was literally just doing like contested territory most of the time. It's like the easiest thing ever. I like wasn't getting better at the game. I was just doing like in the dumb raises and all that stuff to like claim different tiles. Like, I remember like being obsessed with that for like a few months and playing that like all the time. And Bloons TD6, I feel like has a good skill curve as well because like I could go right now. I mean, I can like anybody in the world. I feel like could beat a beginner map on chimps as long as they understand tower defense games. But then, of course, like if
but
you go
yeah,
to higher maps, you're not going to have any chance of doing that
Yeah.
at all. So it's like I feel like anybody in the world could go and beat Monkey Lane on chimps right now if they just like have any experience with tower defense games and stuff. Like it's not hard to do.
No, it's not.
But like
But
yeah,
and they
that's
all
I think
kind of follow the same general structure.
oh yeah, for sure. And I think that's the thing about BTD6 is that it has a good skill progression in that regard. BTD5, I would say like there's genuinely like it's a little bit if you're like a brand new player, you'd be surprised it's a little bit tougher than you'd think it'd be to beat Monkey Lane on Impossible without like any like Monkey Lab upgrades whatsoever or anything else because you got like the double health Moabs and everything, and the game doesn't really have the same level of upgrades. I mean, I know there's an old video about how to beat that has like 900,000 views, and I mean, like people definitely find that tough, and I've noticed that in my comments. Like people will tell me how like they suck so much at the game they like can't do stuff like that.
It is funny, even going in as playing a decent amount of BTD6 and like in the background I'm playing BTD5 right now. I there is like a weird like I actually don't even quite know what's good, right? Or like what the strong stuff is. I don't know the general strategies that like really work in this game comparatively. Like I think it might be like at least initially kind of tougher even with the prior knowledge of BGD6.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I think especially like it's probably harder to go from 6 to 5 than 5 to 6 because the sixth game kind of enhances the things from the fifth game to an extent in terms of
yeah, it's
upgrades and
made to
everything.
like yeah.
So I'm thinking like, like the first time I played BTD6, I kind of knew what to do. Like I was like, okay, I can start with like a triple dart monkey, like that'll still be decent. I can do this and that. There are a lot of things I could still kind of do to get by on the easy, medium modes as I like first played the game, and I could kind of learn it enough to progress. Whereas, yeah, I think if you played BTD6 and you're used to the strategy from that game, with the higher level towers that just aren't available in BTD5, then you're gonna be kind of like, I don't really know what to do necessarily once I get to a higher level because you just don't have the same options. You're gonna have to
Yeah.
relearn. Yeah, exactly. Like based on
Yeah.
how the game is, right?
Because BTD like 6, it's made for like people coming from BTD5 like to begin with.
For sure.
So it's intentionally
Yeah.
easy. But
No,
the
exactly.
other way
You're
around, like
exactly right.
of course, it's not made for that. Kind of interesting how that works.
Well, and BTD6 is definitely
It is,
balanced
it's
kind of
great.
around less, for lack of a better term, I guess, spam, right? Like with less, like you're kind of
Yeah.
more
Oh,
prioritized
spamming
to get like,
towers is not as valuable. Yes, for sure.
yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can't really spam towers in BTD6. I mean, I guess you can, but it's not the
Like,
same value, and it's not going to get you as far, right? No. I
Yeah.
mean, the purple
nor is
balloons
like
are.
money is just not able to get it. Like as with the cost of 50 towers too. Like it's not really affordable either.
Yeah. And I think the purple balloons changed a lot in BTD6 as well, because they really force you to rethink your strategy too. Like, you don't have anything obviously like that in BTD5.
Yeah. And like when you design challenges for yourself, like what kind of, I don't know, what do you find the most kind of engaging to play both yourself but also like to feel like you're really challenging yourself? Like you were mentioning that you wanted more extreme maps, that those would be nice. But also you have like really creative ideas when it comes to videos. And I'm curious on your design philosophy.
Well, first of all, I really appreciate the compliment. I just want to say that I try to. I mean, to be honest with you, this is something that I feel like is not the best advice for a YouTuber, but it is what I try to do. Like, if I'm thinking of an idea that I really want to reach a lot of people, I have to think about how to frame it in a way that's going to be interesting to people, you know? It can't
Mhm.
just be like something that I want to do that I think, oh, this is really cool. I had to think about making the idea very interesting to like a larger amount of people, you know? So I try to think of challenges in a way where it's like I can do this challenge that's very understandable, even if somebody hasn't spent a ton of time playing BTD5. You know, like they could maybe have a more casual understanding of the game, but still understand the challenge based on the title that I make. So, like, a part of it is definitely trying to make it around making it presentable for YouTube. But then also, beyond that, I mean, I try to think of ideas that I genuinely would also want to do because there's some things where I'm like, you know, a challenge might be an interesting idea in theory, but then actually executing it would be kind of miserably slow, and it would just be you spamming the same tower, just doing something that's very repetitive, that's not very fun to watch, not very fun to
Yeah.
be part of, you know? I
Yeah.
try to also think of stuff like that. I mean, like a lot of my biggest videos, you can see like my biggest video ever is like how far can each tower get in BTD5, and I think that did so well because nobody's ever done that before, and
Yeah.
it was very much tied. Like you can tie that into BTD6 videos where the Neo God did the same thing with BTD6 towers, you know.
Oh,
But
Neo
now you have
God.
Yeah.
that for the fifth game as well, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I've talked to the Neo God. He's actually commented on my videos. He's joined several of my live streams and stuff. So I mean, you
Oh,
know,
Oh,
he's
yeah.
somebody
dude, I
that I
love the
definitely
Neo
think
God.
he's definitely
Oh,
somebody I find very like much to be my BTD6 kind of counterpart. I feel like we both do kind of similar things where we're both like we're not trying to do insane strategies that's like, oh, this is like the best strategy ever in the game, but we do stuff where we test the towers in the games and we do things to test like the limits of the games in other ways. I feel like if that makes sense. But
mhm.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
see that. I see that 100%.
I think it's kind of why we've gotten along pretty well at times.
I mean, and
I mean,
that's cool too, because something and this is just I guess about the Bloons community in general, BG6, BG5, like battles. There is like a lot of support for each other. Like I think a lot of people hype each other up. There's a big community aspect that uh I really like about it. Like and that inspires people to do cool things with the game. Like it allows for a lot more creativity, especially since Bloons isn't a necessarily big competitive, like even in battle scenes. It's cool what like people put on their own tournaments and push themselves to do unique things in the game and support each other. So I don't know, that kind of stuff always is really cool to me.
I totally agree. I think it's an awesome thing to have. Like, I think people should comment more on each other's videos. I mean, SJB commented on one of my recent videos, which was an insane feeling. I was like, holy crap.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I can't believe
Hey,
SJB commented.
He's very
Nah, that's
talented.
not holy crap. That's holy shit. That's
Oh,
not
Yeah,
what
that's
he's
good.
I didn't know what you
commenting.
guys. I'm sorry. I didn't know what you guys were comfortable with in terms of language. That's I literally was gonna say that, and
We
then
we
I
say some
stopped
insane
myself.
shit.
I was
Yeah,
stopping
you
here.
know,
myself
yeah,
saying,
words
No
like that.
made sure
way.
because I was like, I don't want to just assume that's okay to say on your podcast.
Don't worry.
Like,
Balloons-
That's insane.
That's why I
Balloons
was
content
like,
has leveled up
This
for
is a
sure.
family-friendly podcast to an
I
extent.
wasn't sure. Like, I
Let's
didn't
put it
want to
that
get
way.
like, yeah, I didn't want to just assume it was. But no, it was a crazy
I
feeling.
felt
You
it.
just see, he just casually commented and dropped like some more lore about the video that I had mentioned him in about his original like round 1000
Oh, that video. I
run.
saw that one.
That's so
Yeah,
sick.
I was like, that's insane. Like, he just casually just came and dropped some more lore, and that video has like a few thousand. I'm like, how did you see this video with like 3,500 views instead of my first video talking about this that has like 100 and something thousand? I don't know. It was crazy to me, but it was really cool that he stopped by. I was like, dang, dude, it's SJB.
That's pretty cool.
Man's a,
Yeah.
man's a
Oh,
legend, and he's a legend of
USJB.
BTD5 and 6 at this point. Because I was
Yeah.
going to say this a lot earlier when you guys were talking about how Battles was kind of popular in its own way, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, SJB's biggest video is about Battles, right? Isn't it the one with that Squidward profile picture, or like with the thumbnail with Squidward in it or something like
me
that?
check.
And he's like playing in Battles and against somebody that was like super high ranked or something like that.
Let me see.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, yep. You
Oh
are
yeah.
correct. Damn, you know it like
With
down to like
Squidward.
the
With
exact thumbnail, like
Squidward.
Squidward and everything.
What a cursed. Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah, it's just a picture. Exactly. So
With
I'm like, that's
Squidward.
his biggest video of all time.
Oh,
This guy
yeah.
that's super well known for BTD6 still.
I
to this
remember
day,
watching
so.
that video. I think when it did it actually work out? I don't know.
Dude, I love SJB so much, man. That guy is so cool.
He's definitely a goat.
He even joined the
Yeah.
podcast. That's how cool he was.
Yeah, I'm
really-
sad I wasn't there for that one.
Wait, did he actually join the podcast, or are you
Yep.
just joking?
Oh yeah, I'm not kidding.
No.
he
Check
did
check
it.
the Bloons
Holy
cast.
crap!
He
It was
joined.
before
insane.
I was here, or
That's
like before. It
insane,
was
dude.
like when you guys
Yeah,
in the old
it was,
age. but-
yeah, it was the old age of the Bloons cast. 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
Wow. 2 years ago
It's-
now.
it's-
It was season 1 of the Bloons cast.
Season
yeah.
1. And it only
Really
pulled
was.
1.8k views. Ooh. Hey man.
Say only.
Oh, hey, that's
Yeah,
better.
that's
that is
pretty
better
good.
than nothing. That is
Not
better
bad. I
than nothing.
mean, especially for
Yeah, exactly.
like
It was
an
a
early
second
episode,
video.
Yeah.
It was a second video.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's not bad at all.
But bro, yeah, he's
Did
such a
you
cool
guys-
guy.
Is there anything else you guys want
You
to
know,
ask?
we should
at all?
really get him on
Uh,
again, man. Like, I'd really love to talk to him again. All right, Rocco, you especially
be
would love to
dope.
do that, right?
It would be It would be really cool.
Have you guys ever done a podcast with 2 people on at once, like 2 guests?
We have
Uh,
last
yeah,
week.
just
Or no,
yesterday.
yesterday. Yesterday,
Oh, okay.
actually. It was
I mean, I'm
Why,
down
what
to
you got
join
in
another
mind?
one. I mean, I'm just down to join another one if you guys ever want to do one with like 2 people or something.
dude.
I mean, especially if you guys have
100%.
SJB again, because think about it, he posted about BTD5 way back in the day. It'd be kind of cool
Yeah,
for
if
like
you
us to.
if you have
I
SJB,
make
we'll
videos
give you a
about his
call. We'll give
records
you
and
a
stuff.
call.
It'd be kind of cool, like if that ever happened. But in
Yeah, it
any
would
case,
be.
Bro, yeah, of course. We'd love to have you back on, genuinely. Especially for like
Absolutely.
we'll get a BTD5 creator and then we can have you back and it'd just be like perfect. Like it'd be perfect. Like we definitely would
We'll
have
get-
you back.
We'll have you and Dr. Future do a collab as well.
Ooh. Yeah, we can have
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah,
Future.
that
Oh,
could
we
be
can have
nice.
you 3 back, doggo. Oh my god, yeah.
Oh.
You
we
3
could talk
back?
about our
Here,
experience. on
Curly,
that.
you and I sit out and we just let them do the reunion.
Yeah, we could sit out at
We need a
Doggo.
Lucian on that as well, man. He was also there.
yeah. Wait,
get a
Doggo, would you be
Lucian.
able to handle the podcast if I left it for you for an episode? You're the host.
Oh,
you're the
that would
you do
definitely
everything.
be a very, very difficult task, but I think if I train for a couple more years, I'll be up to the job.
I think.
All right, we'll
I
do it in
think
a few
that
more
would be-
years.
I think that would actually be a crazy episode where me and Rocco will genuinely sit out, and Doggo, you're the host of the show with Phenomix, with Alukin, and with Dr. Future. I feel like that's an actual banger episode.
That would
Hey,
be.
man, we could. Hey,
know what, that's when you guys react to the hour-
We don't have anything planned next week, right?
No, I don't think so. Actually, yeah, we don't.
Then. Yeah,
No,
then
no,
I'll
no,
then
we
I'll
don't.
have to hit Dr.
Hit him up.
Future and a Lucian up, and then yeah.
Me and Rocco will come for the guest segment.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
be
Be
here
in the
for the
waiting
guest
line.
segment.
We'll be in the waiting line.
No,
You
but
know,
honestly,
actually,
this podcast has been
you
let's
know,
bust them out.
fantastic. You're always welcome
speaking
back.
speaking of the guest segment, you know, I think we all
Yeah,
like
we
to
gotta
ask
mention
our
people, right?
we all like to ask our guests questions, right? I mean, that's kind of like the point of it, right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. How
Phenomix,
familiar
are
are you
you?
with our podcasts?
Have you
Yeah,
watched this podcast at all? You can be honest.
we won't be mad.
I've watched it one time, like before, because I asked. Pretty sure it was either in the Ninja Kiwi server or there was another server where I asked about like, hey, is there? Oh no, it was in the YouTuber server. I asked like, is there a Bloons podcast? And then you guys, like Curly, I'm pretty sure you replied like, well, about that. And this was at the time when it wasn't like happening
It
anymore.
was
After I
season
guess
one.
Yeah, it
after the
was
issues of season
season one
one.
break.
So I went and looked it up then, and I found it, but I haven't watched like any modern episodes. I mean, I honestly, I have to be real with you guys. I didn't realize that you guys had revived Bloons
Don't worry,
podcast
that's
server.
alright.
Like
I'll be honest, the season
until,
2
like
revive,
This, yeah,
I
season two
until I
personally
revival.
think
guessed
it's
about it.
quite good.
I really thought it was
Exactly.
like something that just because I was thinking it'd be really cool to. I'm pretty sure I asked like, "Yo, has anyone thought about having a Bloons podcast or something like that?" And you guys were like, "Well, about that," and like I
Yeah,
was like,
yeah,
"I
it was
guess
pretty
something
brutal.
happened."
Let's just
Yeah, right.
say there were three hosts, and then two of them disappeared and don't upload anymore. And then
Yeah.
I was
And
just
then there
left
was
with
this
it.
one guy. What was his name? We keep forgetting his name. He was on
I
that one episode.
oh
And
my
we still don't
god.
know who it is.
Oh god, who
Now
was
let me
it?
pull it up. This is some crazy lore, by the way.
Okay,
Give us
it's
a
some
second.
crazy lore. We just had like it was like one of the OG episodes. We had this random like co-host that was in the
Ood. It was
description.
Ood.
Ood. Who I still don't know who Ood is. Ood.
Curly
Um,
had Ood on for an episode.
who is
He
Ood?
Was he just some guy?
Just some rant.
I I don't know.
I don't remember recording this episode. Dude, I don't know. That was
He
like
at
the
first
last.
thought it was me. Then I told him, no, that's not me. Check the description. It's Ood. And the
Who
link
is
in the description
Ood?
links to the Walkie Talkie podcast, the podcast about anime.
What? I don't.
Ah.
That whole episode is. I don't even know. But yeah, but just don't. Bloons Cast is back. Season 2.
Season
Yeah.
one was
two,
a
the reboot
failure.
is pretty darn good.
Is there
Uh,
anything else you guys wanted to ask at all? Because I'm happy to like talk about anything else. I mean, I'm
I
not.
mean,
I don't know if you guys want to go, but I'm happy to chill for a while if you guys want to ask anything else or just talk.
I do have like one just quick question, which I don't think we've really like touched on actually. A question that I want to actually ask, like genuinely.
I have one as well that I want to ask, but
But not an
Yeah.
impossible question, really. But like
Yeah,
the
no,
question
it's
I want to
not.
ask
It's
is
not.
like, why did you actually just like stick to BTD5 and like never like do any BTD6 videos?
That's
Like,
probably the question you get asked the most as well, right?
Yeah, that is the
Yes.
question I get.
Sure.
That is 100% the question I get the most.
we
There's a
haven't even
couple
touched on
reasons.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy to talk. I think maybe I've just casually kind of brushed upon that as we've been talking about random stuff. I mean, the
Yeah,
truth
so that's
is,
why I just
like,
want to circle back to it and like,
yeah. I mean,
I really want to know.
I know I already described how I got into reposting BTD5 content, and I'll just briefly say again, like I was very nostalgic for it. I started playing BTD5 in early 2024, and then I like was like, all right, well, I've been playing the Flash version for a while, so I'm gonna download it on Steam. I'll pay some money for it. I started playing that, and then I really put a lot of time into that game, so I started making videos. I mean, the reason I never really left from it, to be honest with you, is because I never really saw what could I do to make BTD6 interesting, you know? Like, what can
Damn,
I do in BTD6 that hasn't already been done? The answer is
that is
nothing.
true.
That actually, no,
People-
that's valid.
Like, people are already making great content on the game, and I just always have felt like, what, like, I don't really see any BTD6 videos that I could make that would actually be fun for people. I mean, maybe, actually, at one point, I considered making a video where it was like, BTD6 noob goes and tries to beat like an expert chimps map or something, you know? Like I was thinking about doing something like that, and then it ended up just like not really
How
working
long ago
out.
was
And
that?
that was like when the channel was pretty new still. I was thinking about
Okay.
like, okay, maybe I could try to expand into some BTD6 content because I had BTD6 too. And then I went and I beat like a beginner and intermediate map on chimps and stuff, and I was kind of getting like, I was like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't really know how interesting this video is going to be to people compared to the content that I make. And I just kind of always felt like when it comes to BTD5, I'm presenting something new, and I'm only now
Yeah.
competing against myself. I feel like, like I feel
Yeah.
like when I make a new
You're
video,
the only
I have,
person in your lane.
yeah, like I have to consider my videos. It's like, oh, did I already do this? Like I actually thought about a month ago. I was like, oh, I really think it'd be cool to make a video about the most like impactful glitch in BTD5. But then I rewatched my one video about the theoretical limits of BTD5, and I realized I already covered that glitch in the exact detail that I would have wanted to in the other videos. So I'm like, I'm like, yeah, like I
You're doing
can't
too
really,
well.
yeah. I was just like, I can't really make this more interesting. And I feel like that's always been the case with BTD6. Like, what am I going to do that's going to be more interesting to people in BTD6? Like, maybe if I did a video where it's like I only used BTD5 upgrades in BTD6 or something, I mean, that would be the only chance I would really have of
But like, yeah, like
creating something that would
kind of
be,
like a cross between like BTD5 and 6 in
yeah.
a way.
It would
I see
have
what
to
you mean. I see what you mean.
exactly. It would have to be something like that where I apply my BTD5 channel to making an interesting BTD6 video, because otherwise I'm just going to be bad at the game and I'm not going to really be able to present anything that's fun to watch. Like nobody's going to be interested in that. So for me,
That's your
it's
April
always
Fool's
been about,
video
yeah, I could do that. Yeah.
where just a normal BTD5 gameplay, and you're playing. You know what? Screw it. BTD3.
No, make an
So
April Fool's video
I
about
broke the record in
BTD6 being announced.
BTD3 and it's just me just going as far as I can in BTD5.
Yeah.
But make an April Fool's video that BTD6 is announced. It's like act like it just never came out. It's the entire reason that you do BTD5 content.
I should have posted something on April Fool's as a response, because I did do the video where it's like BTD5, but I have dementia.
Oh, that
But
was
like
a great
that's
video. That was a fantastic
Oh,
video.
I like how
Ruby
you,
did a
Rocco, I
video
appreciate
on
you've watched some of my
BTD6 where
videos.
they had what was it called?
BTD6, but I don't know.
I was about to make a joke and I completely forgot.
It's all right.
Well, there was my video was based on the Minecraft, but I have dementia video.
That one was good. That
Yeah, I
Minecraft
saw that
one.
one.
That one was good.
Yeah, that's where I got inspired by, is because that video is hilarious. Like I love the way he keeps on just trying to start his world over and over. It's just so like goofy, but it's a funny video.
No, I think it's funny, and like it was also, knowing that you were gonna come on. I've been looking at some of your some of your fun videos too. Like again, I think that you're really creative with what you've come up with. It's not even just like a BTD6 content creator what they would make on just BTD5. It's like you have really creative challenges, you have just funny concepts for videos. I still, and like those are the ones that also gravitated me the most.
I really
So
appreciate that. Let me just say, like, it genuinely means a lot to me, all things considered.
W wholesomeness, man.
W.
It's been a
Keeps
pretty wholesome
happening.
podcast.
W wholesomeness. No, it's honestly like that's a really huge compliment, man. I do appreciate that a lot. It is tough to think of original concepts where it's not like, oh, you're just copying a BTD6 YouTuber, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like it can be tricky for sure.
And
Especially to make
I
something
wouldn't
like
even
cool.
fault you. I wouldn't even fault you if you
Yeah,
did
I wouldn't
that.
even fault you. I'm gonna be real. I'm
I
lazy as
completely
hell.
get
I
it.
do
It's
that.
unique enough with a game that well, for a lot of people, it would bring back nostalgia and again, and the different balancing that we've been talking about. But no, that you still make it really fun, unique stuff.
Yeah.
So and
How about
for
you,
videos
Phenomix?
and for coming up with questions and all that, like those are the ones that am interested in. And I have a question, but I know Curly also has one, so I'll let
You can
him.
ask yours. Mine was pretty simple. Mine's a simple question. It was just what we were talking about at the beginning about your name, and I was just so interested. I was like, wow, there's a lot of lore on your name. So could you tell us how you came up with Phenomix?
Yeah, absolutely. Be honest with you, I mean, it's not very impressive or like interesting, I guess, in terms of like personal
That's what
meaning
they
or
all
anything.
say.
Well,
That's
it's
what they
really
all say,
not,
yeah.
because I literally thought of the word phenomenal and I was like, how could I just make that like kind of like shortened and sound cooler? And I kind of shortened like, phenom, like phenomenal, I took the first two syllables phenom and I put ix at the end because I don't know why I thought that was cool. I thought it just looked cool, like to have like something like that at the end of it.
Just having an
You know,
X
it's
at the
like,
end of the
and
name.
also the word
Reminds me
phenom
of
is
those
a
little
thing
gamer
too.
tags.
Yeah, well, it was partially inspired by that stuff, kind of like, being like, a long time ago, somebody that was on Xbox myself and having to make like the most annoying gamer tags to get like a gamer tag
Yeah.
to register and stuff, because you couldn't get like anything because every like gamer tag was already claimed. But it was always just the idea. I'm like, well, phenomenal is a word, and then you have the phenom. Like, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but like a sports phenom is like, something that people will say like, oh, this guy's a phenom in, basketball. Oh, this guy's like, 7'2" and he's just dunking everything. He's a phenom. Like people will call people
A
phenoms within
phenomenon?
their
Is
field.
it shorthand for phenomenon?
Phenomena. I think it might be, yeah. But like people will say
Oh.
phenoms, within like these kind of realms. And I thought
Context,
phenomics, I thought was cool, like phenomics,
It is pretty
And it was
cool.
just something I just thought was
It is
just cool to
cool.
add on the end. I mean, I made this name a year before I ever made actual videos on my channel, to be fair. So it kind of, obviously wasn't something that really like I necessarily thought too much about. Like I made a couple of videos originally when I made the channel that I thought would do well and they didn't. And then a year later I started getting into the actual BTD videos and stuff. So, it just kind of stuck for me after that. I was like, well, I mean, I'm not gonna remove the name. I even still have the P that I created. I created that in 2023. The thing on my Discord logo,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the thing that I created on an app, and it was like, oh, you have to pay $2 to like finalize this design. So I just screenshotted it and just cropped it out.
That is the realest
Can't
thing
blame
that
you
I've
for
ever
that.
heard on.
Can't blame you for that.
No blame at all.
But if
See,
you look at my
it's
YouTube channel, the channel,
fun.
like I actually paid this guy named Yuki. He made me a good thumbnail now for my YouTube channel. But yeah, that was what I did originally back in 2023 because I was like, well,
See, I think Phenomix is a beautiful name because like you didn't pick something like Doggo Dutchman. Like it just rings.
Or
with it,
curly
you know?
fries.
Oh, yeah,
That's really,
okay.
so
Yeah.
awful.
Like
Yeah,
Doggo
something. Yeah,
Dutchman.
no
What,
curly
what the
fries would
heck,
be absolutely
Doggo
right.
Dutchman? Like what could that? Like what the heck could that
That's
possibly?
I don't
kind
even
of
know
cool though.
what
I
that
don't,
means.
I don't know who the Doggo Dutchman is, but it's a cool name.
Yeah, it is a cool name. It's
Such
like Phenomix is a
positivity.
cool name.
I like the positivity.
I mean, we were just joking
Thanks for
around.
backing me, man.
We're
Curly,
Yeah, we're
curly-
totally just joking around,
We're just-
Doggo.
we're just
Don't
joking.
worry.
Don't worry, Doggo. None of us really hate you.
Yeah, it's nothing
My God,
personal.
Doggo, why you
folks.
always
Not
have
like
to
you
take
hate
these
me
things
and
so
just like call me
personally?
slurs the entire time off camera.
All
You'd
right,
never.
Phenomix. I'll send you the money to be nice to him.
Yeah.
It should be sent. Should be sent to you. So.
Wait, does this mean I have to split your guys' payment? Like, or do I have to pay double now?
I think Doggo's mom will just pay us more money to be friends with him. I think she'll just pay us more.
All right. Cool.
I am running a little bit low on money right now. I'm gonna be real. So
Oh,
Just your
Doggo.
mom. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
none of it goes to you. You get friends out of this. I'm not sure why you're
Yeah,
upset.
you get friends out of this, Doggo. Don't worry. We're here for another 24 hours. We'll be friends with you. So don't worry, man.
20. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry. You have friends. All right.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit too
Yeah, I don't like this.
things. Let's move on.
This joke is going too much. This joke.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
I
So
do
you
have
guys-
one more genuine question. Oh, unless you want
you
to
guys can
continue
ask
on
me. No, yeah, I was gonna say, you guys can ask me everything you want. I'm totally fine. I'm
Oh,
not. I don't gotta go
can
anywhere. So, but yeah, this can last for as long as you want it to.
Sweet.
So, like, if this were to go on for 50 hours, that would be fine.
I mean, I could live with it. I did a live stream that was 24 hours. So
I
You know what?
respect that.
If it goes for
I
50
did a
hours,
live
you
stream
can
for
put that as a
24
thumbnail.
hours, and I was awake for like 6 hours before that starting the live
What
stream.
the
So
heck?
I was awake for like 32 hours straight. I mean,
That's
I can.
insane.
Oh man.
That is crazy,
That
man.
is insane.
That's a lot of time, you know.
Yeah, it was a long time. Yeah, that stream. I was tired.
That's like longer
Yeah,
than
I-
my friends with Doggo.
And we're right back to
Alright,
it.
guys.
All right, ask your rock.
I don't like this podcast anymore,
Ask your
guys.
Rocco. Ask your Rocco.
Hey, Rocco, what's
Rocco,
the
we love
question,
you.
man?
Well, I want to acknowledge that I do realize that this is 7 months ago, but you did put out a video about burnout, and I am
Yeah.
just curious as like kind of a follow up, like, especially like since the video. I'm not gonna ask you to like go through everything that you put in the video, but like, have you been still struggling? Has it gotten better? How has like content creation been going? I know you said that you haven't been uploading as much lately, uh,
Yeah.
as well, and I'm curious, like, and in that also go into like what you are looking forward to in the future when it comes to your channel.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a mixed bag, to be honest with you. Sometimes I really do struggle to find the inspiration to upload because I kind of feel like sometimes I'm just doing the same thing I've already done. And especially when I'm trying to make videos that I'm trying to post like really consistently, in the past, I felt like I was like, a lot of people told me my content was becoming repetitive to them. So then I kind of
Hmm.
pulled back from it and I started to look for like more ideas I could make. But I don't think I did the best job of like kind of capitalizing on that, or just me, not even that. I mean, there's nothing really to capitalize on. That's not really the right way to describe it. It's more just like I just wasn't very quick about responding to finding new ideas, and I kind of took a long time to really try to think about what could I actually do. And I've been struggling to think of like what would be interesting to my audience, like what would reach people the same way. Like 8 or I think it was like 9 months ago, I made a video that was the most broken tower in BTD5, and it's like the thumbnail is like it's not this, and it shows the balloon shipper, and that's like one of like I think that's my sixth most viewed video now, and it has like 200 and something K, or maybe like 180K, I think more like, but it has a decent amount of views, and I mean, that's the kind of video that I think would actually reach people, and it did reach people. I'm really struggling to find ways to make my content more interesting to people again because it's really hard for me to like title my videos in a way and create thumbnails in a way that people find is interesting, because a lot of times my videos are more direct and they're more like just deliberate, they're not like they
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
really leave anything to like kind of think about, and it's just like, oh, this is the best tower, oh, this or that, and it's like I feel like at times I don't achieve the same level of like reaching new people. I feel like that video reached a lot of new people because there's a lot of people that are fans of BTD5 more casually that saw that thumbnail pop up and they're like, oh, it's not the balloon chipper? Well, I'm going to click on this and see what he's talking about. And then maybe they listen for a bit and they realize I was right about the helicopter actually being more broken than the balloon chipper. And then they kept on
Oh yeah.
watching.
Is the
And
helicopter
the
really
video did
broken?
well for me. Whereas, like a lot of other times, I can't create that same kind of engagement and excitement with my videos anymore. And that's the
Mm.
tough thing, And that's
Yeah.
something I'm trying to work on more. Because yeah, I mean it's tougher for me to reach that same kind of new audience now because I mean originally I had like 500 subscribers, or maybe 2,000 subscribers when I posted my video with 1.2 million views. I only had 3,000 subscribers and that video was getting like 1,200 views an hour. I remember I posted in the first 2 hours they got like a couple hundred views an hour, and then all of a sudden it was getting 1,200 views an hour. I remember waking up the next morning and it was like it had like 15K in like 10 hours,
Wow.
and then that video, now has 1.2 million views, and it was like that was an incredible experience. And obviously that changed my life, and that was something where I worked on that video for like 90 hours to actually make that possible
Damn.
because I
Nice.
never thought I could make a video like that about how far can each tower go in BTD5, because I kind of was like it's just gonna be I actually thought the video would only take, like, 40 hours to make or something, and I remember going into it and realizing each tower has, like, 3 hours of footage because each tower is getting, like, around 120, 150 plus, maybe even 200, and it ended up being, like, 80 to 90 hours of work, and I mean, it wasn't something I ever thought I could post back in the day. When I made it, it completely changed the trajectory of my channel, and then now it's like I guess I'm not really reaching that same level of people, and I feel like, YouTube almost looks at you negatively for that?
Hmm.
Like, if you
Yeah.
don't yeah, like, if you just don't achieve the same things that you did in the past, it's really hard to, like, maintain your own audience, to be honest with you, and it could be tricky.
Would
Well,
you
and I have
say?
noticed.
Oh,
Oh no, go on.
I
No,
was
you
gonna
can ask first.
ask. Would you say that it was worth the time you spent to make that video that got 1.2 million views?
Yeah, I would definitely say it was worth the time. I mean, even if my channel dies tomorrow and I never get any more views, I think it's pretty incredible to have a BTD5 video with over 1 million views.
is true.
That is, yeah, no, that is crazy.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool because I think I showed something that people have never seen. Like, nobody's ever seen how far every single tower can get on its own in BTD5. And I really did work hard on that video. I mean, it was a lot of effort. I really pushed each tower to its limit. I would like even reset towers when they like failed unfairly and stuff. And it was something I'm very proud of. So I would definitely not take that back.
Hell
I think
yeah.
I should have done a better
Nice.
job of maybe posting better videos afterwards. I think that's on me. I mean, my special agent video was really good. I mean, the other video I made about how far can a max tempo get on every map, that video took me about 120 hours, and I did that in a single week. So I basically was working 14 hours a day on that video.
Oh
Like I
man.
would, like
14
I would
hours
start.
a day.
I would like 14 to 15 hours. I would start at like 11 a.m. and then I would finish at 1 to 2 a.m. And
Dang.
yeah, I was
Jesus.
kind of pushing pretty hard on that video, and I was, yeah, because I wanted to get that video out at the time. I mean, that was one thing I think that really hurt the YouTube channel for me, or at least hurt my ability to keep on pushing forward, is that eventually I think I went too hard with it, and I wasn't very like reasonable, and I ended up, kind of not really reaching the same like level of enjoyment and stuff with what I
Mhm.
was making, and it ended up being something that it really shouldn't have been. But
Yeah, I know that's been something that has been kind of that can happen, right? Like you push, and like it's not the same anymore. It kind of just becomes more about making the content that it does. Uh, like is this what you want to make? Because I was gonna mention how something that I have noticed in a few of your videos is not just the challenges but also like greatest accomplishments and like history, like the just a month ago you posted the 1 hour BT5 record history, right? Like and going and you even mentioned before how you give a voice to the community who does cool things and like just and gives so you can give recognition to them. Like that kind of stuff has been kind of showing up more and more. Uh and that's always my cup of tea as well. Those are the type of videos I like to watch. So definitely I don't know, it's cool.
yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I do try to make. I mean, I don't know if there's anything specifically else you wanted to say about like any of the content or anything, but I definitely try to make content that I think would be, relatively like interesting to people. I mean, because again, I feel like when you're making stuff on BTD5, it's kind of hard to really do that much in terms of variety, but it's always been something that I've tried to achieve. But I mean, I don't know if there's anything specifically like you wanted to talk about or anything, or just
Oh,
I guess
well.
it was more of a passing comment, but
yeah,
I
no,
like
I
the
got it.
I like the direction and uh I don't know. I think like I think you're shaking it up well, so I can't wait to see what you next come up with.
I really appreciate that. Yeah, I
Definitely.
mean, I'm definitely gonna try to have some more variety. I mean, I honestly, this is one thing that some people in my audience know as well because I posted like one short about it, but I did, break the record pretty significantly for Mastery Impoppable from Mateo Bluner, the guy that has the overall world record in BTD5. I think his record was like 580 or 590, but like I've got,
Wow.
or maybe it was low 600s, but I've basically beaten him by like 50 rounds so far. And I could
Really?
even get further, so I've
Dang.
gotten up to like around like 680. Yeah, I posted a few shorts of like some pretty high rounds from Impoppable Mastery records in the past. I mean, the other thing is that I learned like after I did that, Mastery Impoppable is not really that much different in BTD5 than just regular Impoppable because eventually all the balloons are going to be turned into ZMGs regardless. So Mastery making every balloon one rank higher doesn't really make that much of a difference. But I
But
specifically
it does
played on
make the
Mastery
earlier rounds
Impoppable.
slightly harder, no?
I would think it would make it like, especially like earlier on, slightly harder. I mean, but like I specifically played on Mastery Impoppable, whereas his Impoppable record was obviously not a Mastery. But in any case, is there anything else you guys wanted to ask? Or wait, are we supposed to have guests? Are we supposed to have
Actually,
guests come in and one of
we
these questions?
will.
Or
Yeah, we'll have
We
a
will.
we'll have guests coming in here, but I think Doggo, you have a question
think-
to ask him, right? I do as
I
well.
do have a
And I
question.
also
have-
do.
We all have a question to ask you, Phenomix. Now, this
Go for it.
this isn't my question, but have you seen the questions we ask at all? Answer
not
honestly.
necessarily. I mean, I'm not
All right.
sure.
Are you
Sure.
ready for them?
Are you ready
Are
for
you
these
ready for them?
questions?
I mean, hopefully I am.
Oh.
Unfortunately,
I
that
think
is
that
the
is a
incorrect
better
answer.
answer than most. Like you
Is
do
that the wrong
want to be
answer? What am I
ready.
supposed to? What am I supposed to say? How do
You're,
you
you're
like?
not ready. You're not ready.
That you're
for
not
these
ready for them. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Almost
It's a
everyone
better
gets it
answer,
wrong.
though,
Look,
than
everyone.
You're not.
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
You're not expected to.
Don't worry. It happens to everyone. Now, a little bit of backstory on these questions. Now, these questions have been asked by the top philosophical people, philosophers. We've asked some of the smartest people on Earth. I think Rocco asked Nikola Tesla a few days ago.
I did.
Albert Einstein was asked this, wasn't able to answer it, just told us to get out of his house. But, that's just a little backstory on these questions. We're not expecting you to answer all of them, correctly, but we would love for you to try your hardest.
That would be
on these, all right?
insanely difficult, yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'll start off with these questions, and this one is a riddle. All right.
Yes.
If I am a dark chocolate, what percentage am I?
And this is considering that Curly is the best, right?
This
So-
is correct.
The best
You're
dark
dark-
chocolate.
Take your time. Take your time. There is a correct answer, but I will say
Granted, no one has gotten them
no
correct.
one has gotten it
So,
right.
but you could be the first.
80%. I
That's
don't.
quick.
Ooh,
that your final
that's a
answer?
good answer.
But is that your final answer? That was quick,
Here, talk us through it.
that's my
Talk us
final
through.
answer.
Yeah, talk us through your thought process right now through this.
Well, you say if you're dark chocolate, I'm just thinking about like, isn't the average dark chocolate like 90 to 80%? I'm not really sure. I don't eat dark chocolate, so I don't really know like much about it. I mean, I'm just trying to.
Understandable.
Yeah,
It was a good answer.
I can commend you for that. Now I'll just be brutally honest here. It was incorrect. However,
Yeah.
I definitely think I can give you like an extra point just for like the love
Yep.
of the game, because you're not in your like field, like you don't really know dark chocolate that well, so I totally understand
Yeah.
it being
You
incorrect.
get a point. You get a point
we'll
for
give
that
you
answer.
we'll just give you credit for that. It was
right.
incorrect, but we'll give you credit for that. All right.
It was a good effort. It was a good effort.
It was
It was a
good.
great
What was the
effort.
correct answer then?
We
Nah,
cannot
should-
share.
we
It
cannot
has
disclose
it
that,
has
I'm
been said on a
sorry.
podcast before, not bleeped out, but we can't share it right
Okay.
Yeah, we have bleeped out the
Alright.
answers. We've missed this one, but
Yeah.
and again, no one has gotten
now.
it
Yeah,
correct. So
you're
it's
like,
all
Dad, don't worry, no one has gotten it right yet.
all right. Who should ask who should ask next?
I'd say Doggo. Doggo, you ask.
All right.
All right. Well, let me, as I do each time, lean in a little bit closer to the mic because this is getting serious.
need to get
So
closer
this
for this
is
one.
this is
This
the
one
big one.
Very serious. So,
This one is
Phenomix, we've asked you many questions over these past hour and a half.
Mhm.
Many questions that have, been pretty standard, but I have a very, very special question for you. So
very special.
let me clear my throat so I can be crystal clear here. Phenomix, would you rather have unlimited bacon? We all know what
Unlimited.
unlimited is, right?
Unlimited.
Infinite amount.
As much as you want.
Over
Any
one,
kind of bacon that you want.
above two,
Unlimited.
more than
More than
three.
two, more than three. Even more than 4.
Unlimited.
But you have no games.
None?
Games. None. None
Zero.
at all.
0.
None.
Nada?
Nada. Niche.
Not 1?
Or would you rather have games? Unlimited games.
Unlimited?
But no games.
None.
None.
0.
I love how you guys said that at the same time, by the way.
Zilch. Honestly, our like supporting backup speech has
It makes
been
it better.
consistent
I've
over the
been
last few
loving it.
episodes.
I've been loving it. Okay, wait. Don't get Phenomix sidetracked. He needs to lock in.
True.
Well, the third one sounded like it was just the same thing and then opposite. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna have to go with the first option.
So
Ooh.
First one?
infinite bacon.
Infinite
But no
bacon, but no games.
Wow, what's
can
the...
you clue us in on why exactly? What was the reasoning?
Yeah.
And what's your thought process?
Well, I mean, bacon is still bacon, but hey, you can't really live without that, man.
Wow. You can't
Wait,
really
did you say you
live
can't live without bacon?
Well, can
What did
you?
you say? Can you repeat it?
Can you live without bacon?
That isn't
don't
on the
think I
table,
could.
I will
You know,
say.
I
It's
don't
just
think
no
I
games.
could. I don't think I could.
But I don't know. Life without bacon would.
I
It'd
don't think
be
I could
tough.
do it.
It'd be
don't think
really
I could
I
tough.
do
don't
it.
eat bacon, so you know. But like,
would be
I just
tough.
want to make
It's,
sure that you like understand.
Yeah, crystal
Like
clear.
the second option, like you still have bacon, you know, right?
I mean, do I? If I lose
Yeah.
bacon,
No, you
That's
No,
don't.
you
not
don't
what
lose
we said.
bacon.
You don't
You
lose
just
bacon.
lose games.
Yeah. See, it's unlimited games, but no games.
Should Doggo re-say it, Phenomix, just to make
Yeah,
sure?
yeah. But let me say, just to make sure that we're crystal clear, because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, I noticed that. Yeah, there was a little bit of a, error.
Confusion, it happens.
Just start
Yeah,
it
yeah,
back from the
it
beginning.
happened. So just to recap, unlimited bacon, but
Unlimited.
no games,
None.
or games, unlimited games,
Unlimited.
but no games. Well, I
None.
almost slipped up myself.
Wow, Doggo, you really suck.
We believe in you, Doggo.
I believe in Phenomix. Just take your time. You have all the time in the world. Like, you don't need to rush this out. Remember, Albert Einstein, stumped. Nikola Tesla, stumped. Can't think of someone who's ever completed this question apart from me.
Yeah.
Well, you don't
I
count.
think I should go with
Yeah.
the first option. I think the
First
first
option.
option is right.
Okay.
That's a really good answer.
And this is because you can't live without bacon?
Yeah, I cannot. I will die if I don't have any bacon grease dripped onto me.
I will say, the second option doesn't say you can't have bacon. You can still have bacon in the second option.
Well,
And the
bacon
first
is
option.
bacon.
Bacon is bacon.
Yeah, it's true in the first option too.
That's a good point. That's a good point. It's also in the first option as well. I commend that. I really do. I really commend that.
That was one of the best answers I think we've gotten.
Genuinely
And
was.
the most respectful to bacon.
Very respectful.
So
congrats.
I say that's worth a point.
That's a point. That's a
Yeah.
point. Congrats.
Yeah, that's a
Congrats.
point. It wasn't the definitive correct answer, of course.
Yeah.
Objectively, you could say it was correct, but
objectively, you could definitely you represented humanity.
You have an argument. There's an argument that it was sort of correct.
Yeah, you could make the argument that you were in fact correct.
It's true.
Now that's what this is all about. It's a very philosophical question.
There's more answers than
I'm about to say something blasphemous. I like turkey bacon more.
What about turkey sausage? You're a turkey sausage.
Bison dogs? Bison dogs, anyone?
That stuff's good, bro. Turkey
really
sausage
good.
is fire. Have you ever got the elk ridge? Oh, that shit's fire.
Rocco,
and now you guys get me hungry.
Rocco. I haven't eaten breakfast yet. And what time is it? It is 11 o'clock. I've been up for 4 hours. Huh. All right, Rocco.
All right. Are you ready for this question?
Probably not, but I'm here, so I'm ready.
You know what? Almost said the incorrect answer, but then flipped it at the last minute and said the correct one. Congratulations.
You
That's
are.
a point.
You are supposed to be ready for this one because you've already answered 2.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So, if I claim that everything I say is a lie, am I lying?
No. I'm not sure. I don't
Sound a
know.
little
Maybe
uncertain.
Yeah, take your time.
no.
Take your
I'm
time.
just uncertain because I'm trying to think. Like, if you claim everything you say is a lie, But, I mean, that's you guys
sure you're
just hit me
sitting
at
down for
riddles
this
in the
one.
middle of the damn podcast. I wasn't expecting to get riddled.
Make sure you're sitting down for this one.
I wasn't like.
It's all right. You
Hey,
can
don't
take as
worry.
much time
There
as
have
you need.
been listeners that have fainted to this
Yeah,
question.
I remember that.
There have
Yeah,
been
good.
numerous deaths, but like we can like estimate that like about 200,000 people just died
Passed away from
Yeah.
this question.
whilst that question
Mm-hmm.
was
So
being
That's not including the people that died from the previous questions as well.
yes.
yikes.
Yes.
If you make it this far, you
Ripple effects of power moves.
that's
really.
insane. That's insane.
Is the answer yes?
We can't disclose what the answer is, but
We-
if you
we
can give us
cannot
the reasoning, then
disclose.
that would be
Oh,
nice.
so I can't really
Yeah.
get. So
There is
I
a
just
correct
have to go
answer.
through this trial.
There is a
Just-
correct answer. Genuinely.
This
There
is
is
the
a
only
correct answer.
question with a
There's
correct
a correct
answer.
answer. I just don't know it. There's the thing. So I'm like, I gotta go through the trial.
It's all right. It's all right. Everyone
Exactly.
has to go through here. But Rocco, how would you rate his answer? You know?
Pretty good answer, I will say. Definitely on the right track. Maybe lacked a bit of rationale. Perhaps.
And confidence.
But
I didn't feel the confidence in that, but
I
I
did
wish
not
Yeah,
feel
I
the
didn't
wish
feel
I did.
confidence either, man.
I wish I did.
I didn't have confidence in it.
I wish
I
I
didn't
did.
Because, like,
know.
if you think about it, if everything I say is a lie, then thus I am telling a lie, but that means that I am telling the truth, which means that I am lying.
What
So,
Which means
Yeah,
you're telling the
okay.
truth, which means
You
that
can
you're
see me
lying,
with the
telling
damn
truth and
fucking
lying,
riddles
not
from
forever and
like.
ever.
You just hit me with like a super riddle right there.
It's all right. It's all right.
but like you were on the correct track. You did.
I'm not
you-
gonna be able to solve a real riddle in the moment.
Don't worry.
Don't
will
worry, no
say-
one has. No one
Uh,
has gotten there.
Wait,
yet.
Rocco, did I genuinely get it right that one time that I told you, or no?
You know what? I'll give it to you. I would give you the correct answer for that.
Because
When you're on the spot, it's tough because you just don't really like.
I was
I
asked
think it's
it.
fun.
I just didn't know how to respond. I was like, I don't know. And then I was eating dinner that night, and I was thinking of it, and I was like, oh my god, that makes sense to answer his question. And
Well,
then
the
I
trick
remember-
with this question is that you have to think outside the box, but stay within the room.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like, you can't leave the
That's probably my
house. You
favorite
can't
bit
go out
of
and
all,
get groceries.
what
You
we
can't leave
keep
the
saying.
country for sure.
You have to think about
Frankly,
it.
like a moderate-sized room, like a good-sized bedroom, or maybe a small kitchen, or like not something like a bathroom. You know, that's too
Yeah.
small. Like you have to think within those bounds. You know.
Mhm. It's pretty
So-
intriguing. It's pretty intriguing.
Very intriguing,
But
yeah.
anyway, that was all the
But
questions.
I will give half a point
Yeah,
for
it
it.
sucked. I sucked. I mean, it's all right.
It's
I-
all right.
No,
No,
I'm
no,
not.
it's
I'm
all
not
right.
good on. I told you
promise
guys earlier how I can only play tower defense games because like I can't. I'm not good at reacting in real time, and I proved it. I suck at like if somebody gives me a puzzle I'm not expecting, I'm like I don't know what to do.
I
Again,
promise you.
it's
these-
nothing against
these
you
are
guys,
the
it's just I
impossible
just suck.
questions.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Albert
these are,
Einstein
like,
didn't know how
meant
to
be
answer.
impossible.
Like it's all
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But, like I
Someone,
just am like I'm not quick enough to.
we had a guest that just didn't say anything one time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
That's
then,
crazy.
Then they left the
I mean,
podcast crying.
I think that their heart just like
They just
stopped.
left after you guys did that. Like
They
they just
were-
left.
they were too. I think they
just
passed
left?
away. But
Probably.
Yeah,
we
what
just
the
say
fuck?
we just say they
That was
left
Holy
crazy.
shit.
for.
Holy
Well, we
That's-
did take him out back
okay.
as well,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Oh my
Yeah, no,
god.
we can do it. We only do that like if they
Yeah.
survive, like it like you survived it right now, so you will be taken out back after the podcast.
That is true.
Okay,
Oh,
you're
okay.
cool with that,
Yeah,
right?
Well,
I
actually-
realize now. I realized
we
now
might
we put
might
down
have
like
you back
old.
on. We might have you back on.
Sorry,
soon.
I was.
Maybe-
I
Yeah,
didn't
we
realize I was
actually
old
will have you
yeller.
back on for that other episode. Your life
Yeah.
is spared this time.
Yeah, that's
Gonna
true.
get
You
put-
saved yourself there.
I'll get put down by like old yeller.
All right, I think it is time to pull in the guests. How does that sound, guys?
Yeah,
Also, we
absolutely.
haven't read the
I'm down.
comments in a while, so we might need to read the comments at
We'll
one
read the.
point.
Wait,
read the
we'll do that
comments.
afterwards.
Yeah,
We'll do that
after.
Yeah,
All right,
we'll do that after the guest.
we have Peter Pancake and the Marsupial guy, which have been dragged in before. Are you ready, Phenomix, or do you have any questions for us? It just know it gets crazy.
Oh no, it's all good. I'm super curious if they have any questions for me.
That's
I'd
the
love
beautiful
to-
part. That is the beautiful
Wait, is
part.
Marcel
about
being
this.
dragged in again?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. This is his fifth time. Fifth time.
Yo, how's it going, yo?
Hello, Peter Pancake. Hello,
Hi,
Marcel.
Peter Piper picked a pepper, but his name was Peter
No, he picked the
Pancake instead.
pancake this time. Come on, Curly. Peter Piper picked the
Peter
pancake.
picked a pancake pepper.
Okay.
A pancake
Anyway,
pepper. Would that be- would
Hello,
that taste
welcome to the
Welcome
Bloons Cast
back.
again. You guys are
Hello, hello.
returners. You guys are veterans.
Yeah.
You guys are used to this. But today we have a very special guest, Phenomix. So
Round
this
of
is your
applause.
time. If you have any questions, this is your time. Remember, we are all judging you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
So
can't really say no anything.
If
but
judging is your power, what are you without it?
oh. You should ask
Here,
that if-
Phenomix, give a brief introduction just in
Yeah,
case they aren't
give an
familiar.
introduction.
yeah,
Answer the
yeah,
class.
if you could.
Wait, yeah,
Mr.
okay,
Phenomix.
so I was gonna say I'm just a guy that makes BTD5 videos. My channel,
Oh,
Phenomix.
BTD5.
Yeah, so a couple of years ago I started making BTD5 videos because I thought there was kind of a gap in the market after I saw RNG's video where he covered the entire history of Bloons and obviously was very successful. And I realized a lot of
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
still nostalgic about the older games, so I started making BTD5 videos, and I basically test the limits of Bloons Tower Defense 5 now and stuff like that, and try to make videos about the games for my audience. So anything you're interested in talking about, I'm more than happy to hear about.
And he's
Yeah,
very,
come up with some
very
actual
handsome.
good questions. You know what
Very
I mean?
handsome.
Very handsome.
Yeah, he is a
okay.
very handsome guy. Smells awesome, by the way. Smells great.
Yeah,
Like,
it smells
Sounds
actually
absolutely
kind
people
of good.
on this call.
Has a very good scent to it.
Yeah,
I see.
kind of like it almost like gets rid of Curly's absolutely abhorrent scent. You know, not quite, but like almost.
It's almost
Like-
there, one might say.
We're dragging. We're
It's
dragging.
a really nice air freshener.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, pretty much, my first question would be like, why BT5? I mean, I get it because it's nostalgia, but why BT5 over 6?
Yeah,
you
so the
have
reason
a-
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I just if you have any other reasons, that's it.
Yeah, I got you. The reason that I really stuck to BTD5, to be honest with you, is because a couple of years ago, around like March of 2024, I started playing Bloons Tower Defense 5 again through the Flash version of the game because you could download the Ninja Kiwi archive, and I was playing BTD5 Flash on there, and I realized it was very unoptimally coded. Like I could barely go to around 100 without the game lagging. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy the game on Steam. I started playing the game on Steam, and I ended up actually playing the game for like 80 hours and maxing out
Oh,
my monkey knowledge laboratory. And then after that, I was like, well, I should make a video about this. So I started making like videos about the game. Like the first video I made was like how different are your towers going to be with or without all of the max monkey knowledge lab upgrades enabled. And then after that, I was kind of like, well, you know, I feel like nobody really posts videos about BTD5, and yet people still are interested in the game because I saw this guy RNG who, you know, posted a video that was about the whole history of the Bloons series, and he had millions of views at this point. And I was like, well, obviously people are interested in the nostalgia, so I kept on working on making videos that were about like the older BTD games and kept on working on BTD5, and eventually I kind of found my rhythm, especially like towards the end of 2024 where I posted my video that was about how far can every tower get in BTD5. That video ended up getting like 1.2 million views, and the channel ended up doing pretty well. So I mean, I feel like I just kind of realized, you know, over time that there was a lot of potential to reach new people that maybe play the games when they were kids and they kind of don't want to necessarily push the games anymore or care about them in that way, but they still want to watch something that's nostalgic to them. So I try to capitalize on that, and I think it worked out.
Yeah, it seems it went pretty good if you manage to get so famous with this. I'd be surprised. I think that the orange video definitely like helped you out. I'd say it it did push you like further in the
The
algorithm
orange
stuff.
video was a big inspiration for me as well. So I
True.
totally get that. I think it
I was
pushed a
putting
lot
in
of
work for that video, I
people
swear.
back into the balloon space, I will say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same. That video like made me get balloons. I'd say like I had it before, but it made me play it more. Like I did not see that. I did not play that much before. Oh yeah, speaking of playing, do you also play the BTD6? Just don't like make videos on it.
I played BTD6 a few years ago, to be honest with you. I was never like super good. I spent a lot of my time doing like the contested territory and stuff that's obviously very easy. Like when I had it on my phone, I would play it for fun on there, and I would just, obviously contested territory is very easy, and I've never been
Yeah.
like I've never been super good at BTD6. I mean, the most I've done is maybe beaten like an advanced map and blackboarded it. I mean, which wasn't super difficult because like if I feel like especially if you use Geraldo, it's not very difficult on some of the
Yep.
easier maps in the
Basically
game.
aligns with
Like
everything they
and
did.
this was
Nobody
several
did all
years
that.
ago. And keep in mind, this was several years ago when Geraldo was completely overpowered. Like I was
Oh,
playing the game when he was like newer, and he was just like, yeah, he was just completely broken. And it was so easy to just use him to just kind of beat chimps on really hard maps and stuff, and not really have to do that much. So I mean, I had some experience with the game. I haven't played it for the last few years, to be honest with you, though. So I don't have a ton of experience with BTD5. Yeah, it's a game I thought was really cool and it's fun to play casually, but I was never super good at it or anything.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like I would expect that if you're saying that. Well, I think that was like
What do you think about the balloon chipper?
oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
What do I think about the balloon chipper? I think the balloon chipper is honestly a really cool tower in BTD5, but I don't think it would ever work in BTD6. I mean, my opinion on it is that it's a kind of time and place kind of thing where it did work in BTD5 and Bloons Monkey City because it was kind of built into a game where there was already a lot of glitches that are super overpowered. Like the world record in Bloons Tower Defense 5, my friend Matteo Bluner has already gotten past round 13,000. So, I mean, like, there's
Huh.
not really the same level in BTD5 as there is in BTD6 in the sense that there's so many glitches in the fifth game that it's like that game belongs in the fifth game series, and it's good that it kind of got stopped there because obviously in BTD6 the balloon chipper would I don't think it would have fit into the game at all. Personally, I think it kind of stopped where it belonged at in BTD5.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, that makes.
okay.
I mean,
That makes
if you
sense.
say like a couple things about why it couldn't work specifically in six, because
Yeah,
I'm
that's what I'm curious
still
about.
yeah I'm still intrigued about that. Like, because they're technically the
Um,
same thing, just later on, you know.
Well, I think like because what is it? The Monkey doesn't it have an upgrade that is very similar to the balloon chipper's ability and
Oh yeah,
stuff?
yeah, the bottom path,
Harmonic
kinda.
melody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think the balloon chipper overall would be first of all, imagine a balloon chipper in BTD6 that has 3 upgrade paths and 5 tiers on every single path.
Yeah.
That would be an insane. Like, think about how powerful the tower was in BTD5. You would have to do even more, like, to make it, like, what would it do? Like, would it have a Paragon that just, like, destroys
Use the
BADs and just,
Paragon.
like,
Mm-hmm.
and fortified BADs just get obliterated like nothing? Like, I feel like it'd be really hard for them to balance the balloon chipper in the
Balance,
game
yeah.
because it just wouldn't make any sense. Like at that point, it's already so strong against the strongest balloons in the game. And I feel like it would be really hard for them to balance that in BTD6 personally.
By the way,
Makes
I
sense.
just
Yeah,
want to
there was also
mention
the
how
balance. Yeah.
Oh, just in the background, I've been watching your short on unsatisfying things in BTD5, and now I'm like salty about it. Watching that stupid heli in pursuit
Yeah,
just
isn't it
not
funny?
pop the goddamn lead. Just come on.
That's my most
Anyway.
popular short. That was funny to make because it's like exactly the helicopter like won't even come like even though it has the razor rotors, it won't even go near the leads in BTD5. You can put it onto like pursuit.
I don't even think it does it in
it just
BTD6 either. I think it's
yeah,
the same problem.
it's probably as bad as in I bet it's just as bad in BTD6. Yeah, it literally doesn't use the razor rotors to pop the lead balloons. It just flies away from them and just does nothing. Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, clicking off it.
It is funny though. Yeah.
Just joking.
Yo, I'm wondering if we could like add the 2 more guys in here.
Oh
If
my
they-
god,
'cause they
there's
got a-
2 more people?
Yeah, they got a couple questions. Trust, they got a couple.
Yeah, if they got
Do
questions.
not let
let's-
them in. It's a trap. It's a trap. Do not.
No,
Do
no,
not
it's
let
not.
them in.
That's
You
up to you
already
guys.
know, Poppy.
It's
You
not
already
my
know him.
podcast. I'm just the guest. It's your podcast.
We have made it
Yeah.
chaos before. I think at this point we
Yeah.
just
I guess,
don't.
yeah.
It's fine.
I guess
Fuck
we
you
will
guys.
just...
It's fine.
kind
It's
of
fine.
Just
annoying
remember,
at this point.
everyone. No. Before we invite them in, everyone listening, you can be one of these
This could be
absolutely
you!
lucky people. Join the Discord, linked in the description below. Whenever we record, we will send out a notification, and you can join. We'll drag you in here after like an hour. You can ask the guests some questions, or we'll ask you the impossible questions. See if you can get it right. See if you can get if you can actually do it.
Let's send
So
it!
let's send them.
Come on, come on.
Oh my
Yo, what's
god.
going on,
Yeah, come
everybody?
on, easy.
Hello everyone, hello beautiful people.
Jesus Christ.
He's
Uh-huh.
already...
Yeah,
This-
what is
what?
going
You
on?
know what?
Hello,
Alright, listen,
beautiful
we might
people.
have to put
Okay,
some
okay.
people
Hello,
out
beautiful
because there are
people.
people
What is
who've been
happening?
in this quite a few
Yeah,
times.
what is happening, bro?
So,
Yeah,
This is the
we gotta
most
kick the
elaborate-
veterans and bring back the new ones.
So
No.
Poppy and Mini Technicus, we've heard that you have
Mini
questions.
technicals? Yeah,
Do you have
you guys got some questions.
Yeah.
Isn't that right? Isn't
Yeah,
that the whole reason
my
you're here?
question
Yes.
is my question. I have a very good question to ask. I forgot it. Thank you. Poppy, your turn.
God, what the hell is this?
Yo,
So, Phenomix, what are your
God,
thoughts on that?
Yeah, this is
I think this is hilarious. I'm trying to feel bad for you
This-
guys. Like,
this is
it's your
never-
podcast. I'm like, this is your podcast.
We have
That's
4
why I-
guests. We have 4
4
guests.
I mean, it's hilarious. But I'm like,
Once
what
in a
the hell
lifetime.
is going on?
I
This
don't
is
know
still
We
what's
don't
once in a
know.
lifetime
What's going on here,
opportunity.
man? Oh my
I
god.
can't take this shit
What is
serious.
going on?
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
I mean,
Okay.
this
You
is
guys
the
got
most
some
So, like-
actual
Oh, yeah,
questions now,
Mr.
like
Krabs.
for real.
Okay, actual
Oh,
question.
yeah,
Okay,
Mr.
actual
Krabs.
question.
actual questions?
Jesus Christ.
regarding what?
What?
Uh,
Bro, let me see
Phenomix.
first, bro.
for Phenomix,
Kick
for
mini
Phenomix.
technicals. Kick mini technicals.
I might need to.
No.
Not yet, not yet.
Do not kick me. I'm the good guy on this spaceship.
Oh my
Bro,
god.
what the
I
fuck
am
is
great.
Time
going
out.
on?
Time out.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
All right, but Poppy, ask a question. I thought this was happening. Questions.
Okay, yeah. So my question is, what was your first time playing Bloons D5?
My first time. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
remember exactly, but I was probably like 9 years old, 8 years old when the game came out, and I was a little kid. And I was
Damn.
excited when the game came out. To be honest with you, because I was a
Understandable.
little kid.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very interesting. Yes.
What is happening? This is so.
This is so.
Yeah. What is
shocked.
happening, bro? Like, what's
This
going
is a
on?
good podcast, bro. We're making progress.
People are
This is
trolling the
good
whole
podcast.
podcast. For the whole
Alright,
podcast,
alright.
being
Chaos,
trolled, dude. Like, what the fuck is?
All right,
what
Mini
is this?
Technicus. What's your question?
Come on, Mini
Oh,
Technicals.
Why hasn't my favorite balloon tuber so far not posted in over 1 year? Where is Max? What is Max level Edot doing?
Oh, max level Ida. He's gone, man.
Yeah.
What is he doing?
I
What
don't
is he
know.
What is he
doing?
doing?
We
Next
flamed
level.
him after
What
the
is he
podcast.
doing?
What's that guy?
Yeah.
See, I think he doesn't even post BTD6 anymore. I think he posts on this
No, like,
second
he
channel
posted
has.
Fallout video. Like he posted a Fallout video on his first channel, I think.
He's out of there, man. He's out. He's
Like-
quit.
What the
He's
fuck
done.
is
He's
that?
done with
I'm-
it.
I would like
No
I would
way.
like really like to see a video on Diamondback because Diamondback sucks. I hate him.
Mm-hmm.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Who doesn't?
We hate him.
Everyone
True.
Well-
everyone hates Diamondback.
Phenomix doesn't know Diamondback that well. I bet.
You know what? No, I was just
Time
gonna
to
say
get
these are all
shot.
directed at Phenomix. So where did Max Level I go? And
Yeah,
what do you
Phenomix,
think
do you
about
have any
Diamondback?
You're not directed at me. How the fuck do I know where Max went?
Hey,
You're
this-
guy-
you're
That's
supposed
the
to know.
rules.
You're supposed to
What
know.
the fuck?
Does
Just
he
guess.
know?
Just guess. Guess it.
You know,
Does he
as
know?
a BTD5
Yes,
creator, what do you know about the
I'm trying
most
to take a
recent
shot right now.
BTD update?
Wait, but wasn't wait? No, actually, wait. No,
What-
Diamondback
was
was
it-
from a DLC, right?
Yeah,
No,
first he was
yeah.
from Frontier Legends, then they ported him over to the main game.
Oh.
He should have stayed in Frontier Legends. Like the boss
What the
seems
fuck
way
is
more
going on?
designed for a roguelike mode instead of like the main game, honestly.
Mm.
Yo, what the
If it
fuck is
wasn't,
Interesting.
going?
I think they wouldn't have
Seriously,
I don't
what
they
know.
the?
wouldn't have added him if there wasn't a tower that like had something track wide, like how the Spike Paragon and Druid has.
At
Mhm.
this point,
Do not
we're just
redeem the
ending the
code!
podcast.
Okay,
Wait,
I
okay,
don't
okay,
know what's
okay.
going on,
Um,
man. It's like
Okay,
when you get
okay,
to these
okay,
points,
okay.
you just
Wait.
kind of tap out.
Guys,
Next podcast, Diamondback Splendor.
we're going to kick all you guys out. What is the last things you guys want to say?
Wait,
Yes,
why,
last things.
why?
Last things.
It's my birthday.
Oh, what the fuck?
Okay.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Okay,
That was
figure
a
that
bit
one
wild.
out.
That was a bit wild. That was
Uh-oh.
not. We are not
Okay.
associated
Okay.
with him. We are not
Okay,
associated with him.
okay,
Isn't that-
okay.
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
We might
Well,
have
later,
to ban
guys.
that guy.
Yeah.
I'm
What the-
already on it.
Guys, what the heck is going on?
That
We
so
don't know.
that
That's
was.
We're sorry for
Oh
that.
my
Technical
God.
difficulties.
We are sorry for that. We really are sorry for that.
Yeah. You don't have to be sorry. It's funny, but it's just like
I have no
It's
idea what
funny.
that was.
I
I have
don't
no idea what that
understand why-
was.
we just got like attacked. I feel like. I'm like,
What
what the
the
heck
hell
is this?
was
Yeah,
guys?
no,
that?
it was a raid.
Like, what the hell?
Doggo,
And we
ban that
invited them
guy.
in.
I
It's a
already
Trojan
did.
horse.
You already did? Thank you. That guy.
Did you guys like? Are you guys trolling me? You can be honest if you're just trolling me.
We only troll
100% we are
Curly.
not.
We only
100%
troll
we're
Curly.
not. I think we need to have it rule where we only drag out one person now. 'Cause that's
I
what it was
think
originally supposed to be.
dragging out one person. Granted, I guess it's a bit of chaos at the end of which was an amazing podcast, by the way. I had a lot of fun during this one.
I will
Yeah,
say,
top one podcast of
it
all
is
time.
special.
Just like not even the Bloons cast, just ever.
what other BTD6 podcast does this? Just us. That's
Yeah,
why.
exactly.
That's what makes us so special. All right.
What other BTD6
I actually
podcast
have
is a
one
random
more
person
question for Phenomix.
Also, you
that
guys
did
can
come
answer
out
any
out of
question-
that.
Yeah, feel free to ask
Insanity.
any questions you guys want to ask.
That was-
'cause
yeah, that
you
was
guys
a little
are-
crazy.
You guys are
I wanna
normal
ask-
human beings.
What is your favorite
Well, we're
thing
gonna read
to?
we're gonna read the comments now.
Well,
Well, I
let
just wanna
Rocco
ask this question
his
first.
Doggo.
Are you guys live streaming?
My bad, my
Or-
bad.
I
no,
wish.
No, this is. I'm
No,
just
no.
recording
Because
this.
he said you wouldn't read the comments. I was thinking like what like was
Of
there,
the
like,
of the previous
Oh, yeah, yeah.
video.
Yeah, we do
It's
that
just-
every time.
It's just like shouting
That we
people out
remember.
who comment.
yeah,
But
any
I do have
questions you
one
guys wanna ask,
question.
ask me. Sure.
I want to ask, like, what has been your, I won't even ask your favorite, maybe like top 3 or 5 or whatever you got, but things that have happened in BTD5 or like what are some of the greatest times that you've had playing it and some of the best challenges that you've done or some of the best people in the community, stuff like that. What are your favorites?
Well, like I said earlier, I honestly was really happy to meet AllBM through BTD5. Yeah, it was somebody that was getting really close to record setting himself. I think he got to like around 8,000, and he kind of ended up, not really wanting to keep on pushing because he only had one computer, and it was really tough for him to dedicate his one computer to like pushing the record further and further. Like, because Mateo, like I said, Mateo, he has 2 computers, and he dedicates the one computer just to pushing the record further and further. And eventually, Olby got tired of it, but he got like 2nd place at the time, and he became my friend, and we became really good friends. he's somebody from the community that I'm definitely still really good friends with, that I really enjoy talking to. I mean, you guys are all really cool. I appreciate you guys as well. I mean, it was
Aw.
really cool to join the podcast with you guys and having something that was significant, that we could do together. I really do. I
This is
really do
good.
appreciate that a
This
lot.
is so
I
fun.
mean,
It connects the community, you know? Like, it's always so fun.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
and you've
plus
been
no
an
one else
absolute
does
pleasure
it,
to have
so,
on.
you
Yeah,
know.
you have been a very awesome guest, you know? Topics have been flowing.
Yeah, better than just better than all the other guests by like a mile. You know?
Yes, I
I
genuinely
don't think
really?
that's true, but I think
No,
I try
definitely.
to keep the conversation flowing. I try to act like, in my mind, it's like I'm on a podcast with people that want to talk to me. I'm going to treat it like a video. I'm trying to
be
have as much to say
entertaining.
as I can as possible. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
leave you guys hanging.
I
Or
really
like
respect
just
that.
like I'm
Really
trying
do.
to really make it interesting as possible, so you guys get a really good podcast for sure. I mean, I'm going to promote the podcast on my YouTube channel and stuff and
Oh,
everything, and my
thank
Discord
you.
server. So
Thank
I'm
you.
really curious. It might be the most viewed one if
That's
it
the
reaches
goal.
enough people.
I sincerely hope not.
I
You have
hope-
good
Sincerely hope not.
videos.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Hey,
I hope.
what's your most viewed one?
Let me check. I think it was Max Little I dot 18K.
Or
That's
two.
just,
Oh,
that's just
oh,
On the
18K.
podcast, for
There's no
sure,
way
yeah.
I can. Yeah, there's no way I can get enough people to. I
Let
would
me
have to
see.
like freaking. I would have to pay
Seven-
Hey
people to
man,
watch
don't
it.
let your
17K.
genius be memes.
I can't get-
17.7K.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not as popular as him, obviously. So that's all right.
That's alright.
But I
That's
could
alright.
probably get like 5K people to watch it. That's
That's
all right.
what I'm hoping for, because this is like.
Hey, that-
I mean, this is just such a. This is a good podcast, genuinely.
This
except for the
is.
I
guest
think it's
And we-
good. Yeah, I think
The
it's
guest
The
valuable.
greatest podcast I've
The
ever
guest segment
podcasted,
does leave a
man.
sour taste in my mouth, but
That
everything
well,
else
it's
is
beyond its
everything
sour
else is
taste
perfect.
in my mouth. It left a very like it felt like I freaking had warheads
was
in my
crazy.
mouth. I was like,
That
what
was
are these
what
guys?
that was.
I was like, what are these guys doing? Why are they trolling so hard? I'm like,
I-
what did we even?
I don't
That was
know.
just so
I
like
don't know.
weird.
That
We
was
kind of
Yeah.
was like, it was weird as hell. I was like, yo, what are you guys doing?
that was strange, but I mean, at least we're off of that now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
these
scary
things
time.
happen, you know. You can't win them all.
Well, I will say,
Yeah.
how does reading the comments sound right now, boys? So
That sounds
fantastic to
absolutely
me.
beautiful.
what we do, Phenomix, is we literally just read the comments in our last videos. Whatever anyone says,
That's really
we
it.
react to them. It's just like just reading the comments, you know. So if you're watching right now, leave a comment and we will react to it in the next podcast. So on our newest video that we uploaded, we have someone by the name Doggo Dutchman, a very beautiful name, might I say,
Oh,
saying,
I've never
thank
heard
you.
of that person.
saying best episode yet. And I would have agreed, but then we recorded this episode.
Well, the Bloons cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next, we have Ropal saying, 1 second in and it's already peak. I can't take my eyes off of it. This is peak. Never stop making content. Thank you, Ropal.
Double use.
We need more people like
Phenomix,
Ropal.
well, what do you think about that one?
Yeah.
That's a fantastic comment.
Yeah. All right.
That makes that. Hey, we're still going. We are definitely on the content making train. So
All right. Silent Carey said,
Yep.
you keep managing to make my day worse.
oh yes, that is also what the Bloons cast is there for.
That's
That
the
is
goal.
what the Bloons cast is about. Yes, we are definitely succeeding in our goals here.
That is the goal. All right, next. Now, this is the video that wasn't uploaded today, but uploaded last week. Rubby BTD commented, Mom, I got on the Bloons cast. In all caps.
Yes, you did.
And yes,
It's a
you
big
did.
big moment for everyone.
And now, Phenomix is on this. Pretty cool. Pretty freaking cool. Next, someone commented named Curly Fries, and he said, never been so excited for a podcast. And I have to agree.
Until this one,
Until
of
Yep.
course.
this one. Next, we have Sussy B969 commenting, that was me. I'm glad to be a guest. So he was probably the guest in the last one. And someone replied to him saying, may God fix your mic. Okay. Next, we have Doggo
By the way-
Dutchman. Oh,
I just want to point out, if you click on Sussy B's 969 channel, there is just a single poll just saying freaky.
oh, what the hell? I just clicked on it. Oh, W.
So
Not a sussy
yeah.
pigeon. I wonder if he was sus. Makes you wonder.
a little bit
Next,
sus.
We have Doggo Dutchman saying audio sounding extra crisp on this one. Hats off to Rocco. That's all I'll say.
Oh my god, it was so embarrassing.
And then lastly, we have Langsrad saying, "What did I stumble across?" And Langsrad, you stumbled across greatness.
you required Balloons Cast replied Peel.
Huh.
So
Good to know.
Wow.
Well, there are all the comments. Leave a comment down below, obviously, if you want to be shouted out in the next one. But other than that, Phenomix, do you have anything you want to lastly say?
Yeah, I just really appreciate you guys having me part of the show. Honestly, it's really awesome that you guys have worked on something that is genuinely meaningful for the Bloons community, and I'm happy to be part of it. So, hey, I really appreciate you all, and hopefully we can do another podcast together as well.
That's so
I
Peace
look
out,
forward to
y'all.
it.
Holy
thanks for
shit. That is a
thanks for all the
very-
amazing
wow.
conversation. You've been a
Yeah,
fantastic guest.
That was
Yeah,
beautiful.
thank you
man.
guys as well. It was really awesome. It was really great talking to you guys. I enjoyed it a ton.
And of course, everyone listening, everyone's channels are linked below. Go check out Phenomix and also use career code Phenom
That's
in the
true.
BTD6 up.
Yep, code Phenom.
Code Phenom.
Oh yeah,
The
Yeah,
best
thanks
creator.
for the promotion there, brother.
Hey,
Of course.
I
I
mean,
appreciate it, man.
go check us all out. Spread the love. It also allows us to have some awesome people on here. So, like this before. So let's make this
Also-
community great.
Join the podcast. You know, I think we're having a rule. We're only taking out one guest now, but that
Yep.
doesn't mean that you can't be in the podcast. So go into the Discord down below, join the podcast, and you can be a part of it, just like all the guests we had freaking today. You know, we have to thank everyone for watching. This was a beautiful podcast episode, especially if you watched to the end. And honestly, does anyone have anything else to say?
Yes,
No
sir.
more.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching. We all hope to see you in the next one. Peace.
Peace out.